like a buenos.
She was a daddy's little lily pad. Lily was the name that they gave her when they were just looked at. It's too bad. Too young to have babies.
Are we just Henri's fan cast?
I think so.
Yeah. Pretty much, right?
Happy birthday,
What is
Lily.
this? What is this? Is this a new song? Turn it up.
No, it's old.
This was the first start.
Mom and the dad living with mom and dad. 7 pounds and 17 ounces brunette. A lot of hair already on the third day they used the
I listened to both these albums quite a bit.
Happy birthday, Lily.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Lily. I don't know who you are, but happy birthday. There's an ant.
Thank you for killing that poor ant.
It was a sugar ant. They're fucking bastards, man.
Hey, I've got a question for you guys.
Are we on air?
What's up, man?
Are we on air?
I want you each to guess how much my ER visit for my kidney stone costed.
Okay.
Oh, man. Do you want us to just go around and...
Yeah, so Chase, what do you think?
I'm going to play the under-over. I'm going...
He's a betting man.
I'm going 1250.
1250?
Yeah.
1250?
1250.
All right.
1250?
Yeah.
What do you think, Zeb?
$3,000.
Okay.
3,700.
All right. $6,000.
Fuck
Jesus
me.
Christ.
I went way under.
$6,000.
Out of pocket, or was it covered?
No, so a lot of it was covered, but I still owe like $2,500.
Fuck,
dude.
really? Just to piss a bead out of your fucking penis hole?
Well, that's not
That's
quite
not-
what happened.
Fuck, man.
But,
like, think about all the fun shit you could fucking spend with 12 fucking $2
I
grand.
could have got a new car.
Think of all the
I
fun
coulda-
stuff you could spend.
But fucking your body pushes a fucking bead in your fucking whatever, and then you got to piss it out, which you have no control over, and now all of a sudden you're fucked.
It was something I had
But you
to
know,
do.
Double
for
fuck.
$2,000, you can say over any other woman that you've been through something worse than childbirth.
Well,
True.
you
Right?
know,
That's-
that's what they say. I mean, I've seen women say that it
I would
was
be
just
sick
as
over
bad.
that. I would be sick over a $2,000 fucking bill.
Oh, dude, I was.
I'd be, like, throwing up.
I immediately contemplated killing myself.
That or just drinking a bottle of Jack to
but
the head.
I'm
Like,
also
fuck
like
it.
I'm kind of caught up on other debts, so oh well, it's just another one to add to the pile.
It sucks.
And
I
it was
hate
something
when
I
that
had to
shit
do.
happens. I
So
feel
that's why they do it.
continues.
I'm in the same fucking boat with this whole fucking DMV bullshit. Like, I had to fucking...
How much was that?
I had to convert my truck from a Washington owner to an Oregon owner. And, like, you have to go to the DEQ first.
Right.
And then you got to get a VIN check, which costs $7 fucking. And all this bitch does is write
so
down...
my $6,000 is comparable to your $7.
But, dude, I paid $7 to have some old crickety bitch fucking
Damn.
write down...
Wow.
Yeah.
She wasn't nice. All right, okay, old crickety woman, I'm sorry. Jesus fucking Christ. But, like...
She was not nice. Though.
Still wow.
But $7 for her to write down how big is a event? 12, 14 numbers? You know, letters?
I'm just impressed you used the word crickety right. Like, fucking kudos, man.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking crickety as fuck.
And right back to it.
$6,000.
But, dude, think about that.
Thanks,
a
Obama.
VIN check, which when I went to fucking pay the fee, like, the DMV comes up with, check this fee out. Okay, $232. $232. Not including fucking DEQ. To get 4 stickers and 2 skinny aluminum plates that have numbers and a picture of a tree on it and says Oregon. Okay? That shit costs 25 cents.
You could have done that at Office
You think
Depot.
they're charging you for how much the plates cost to make?
And the
That's what
stickers?
the money's for?
Yeah, that's what they say. You got to buy the plates and everything. Fuck you. You know?
When really they make those plates in the prison yard.
Yeah. $232.
Well, yeah, they're not charging you for how much it costs to physically manufacture
It's
the
unbelievable.
license plate.
The
She didn't even
Man.
ask for my ID. She didn't ask for a bill of sale. Nothing. Just goes, yep. Stamp.
Honestly, that sounds
There
like
you
a
go.
good day. Cause
But I had to wait an hour and
the
20 minutes
Oh
to
my
get called.
God,
Of
an
course,
hour and
but,
20
you know,
minutes?
It was unbelievable.
What did you do for all that
Oh, I
time?
was bright red, sweating, like, I was so anxious, like, you have no idea.
just nervous Googling.
Oh, fuck, bro.
An hour 20. I don't know what I would do with my.
I was just watching this family, like, I was like, fuck, this is what it's like to be a kid these days. Like, weird. Like they were just fighting, like just being
fighting.
shitheads,
Did you go
just being shitheads.
The
to their mom,
family was?
yeah. Dad was hella passive. Mom was this bigger lady who was just fucking running ship, and like the kid was just a skinny, like dorky girl, and then the daughter was probably like 15 or 16, and she had this big old ass. And I was like trying, but I wasn't like getting off on her.
Okay,
but it was but I was like Jesus, and like. It's just watching like a Modern Family like is interesting, like especially in the DMV. That's like the rawest form of like watching a family.
Were they all on
Just
like
fighting.
phones? And
yeah,
shit?
just fighting, like yelling at each other and shit. It was awesome. I was like,
Jansen Beach DMV?
no, I was actually out Gresham, 181st.
Okay,
that's
it was
why.
That's where the
next
people
level,
are.
dude.
Yeah, that's where the people
It
live.
was next level. I was like 70, 80 people behind in the number count.
Ugh.
Holy balls!
That's what I was saying when I went and visited Mariposa, my hometown, with a population of 1,000 people.
Yeah.
I was like, the DMV here would be awesome,
Right?
dude.
In and out.
Post office
Number
is
5.
sweet. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm up. Like the best DMV experience I ever had actually was on this year's birthday, though. I was in and out.
Yeah.
It was like, I need a new driver's license. Okay, here's a stupid picture. Ah, fuck. Yeah, use it. Boom, I was out.
You should start a blog with all your DMV experiences.
Like triple B, but triple D. Triple DMV.
Triple DMV.
Yeah, so I'm officially an Oregonian. I mean, I got plates and
You're so mad about it.
it sucks.
Yeah, how do you feel?
You still don't recycle,
There's,
though.
there's like
so-
an art. Do I have to pay the art tax now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
You sure do.
Dang it.
Yeah, I mean,
Not paving roads, paving canvases.
not paving roads, painting canvas.
Paint canvas.
Hey, so welcome to the Triple B podcast.
Welcome.
What's up, bitches?
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, it has.
It's been a while. I feel hella weird.
My name's Zeb.
You always feel weird.
I
Hey,
got
Zeb.
I got big hair. This is Abba.
Hi.
And that is Chase.
I got little hair now.
And this guy,
Sucks.
our
It's the reason
this
why I'm
your
so fucking
this your
weird.
third time?
It's my third and a half.
Holy
I
shit.
sat in a room with the Henri one once, and I was like,
Right.
I won't talk, guys, I swear. But then you're talking about some real cool shit, and I had to.
David Lincoln Mann,
chime
thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Today we went to
Dump truck. Get it right.
Turquoise Boys.
the recently
Dump truck.
voted #1 burger in Portland, Stoopid Burger.
It is.
Hey.
The voting
Stupid with two
is
O's.
correct. The polls actually matched the data.
Oh, really?
And then we went to what I believe
Usually how
is
it works.
Portland's newest comic book shop.
Yep, just opened like this month.
Books with pictures.
Yeah, man.
It's what they're called, and it also describes what they sell.
And they had oh shit, Clockwork Orange chairs.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
milk bar.
yeah.
Oh,
When I was
yeah.
sitting there, I was like, just go with this, and you're not comfortable, but just sit here and feel what it feels like to sit in a chair like this. And I did it, and I felt pretty cool. I
make
felt
you
good. I
want
was
a
like, I
glass
get
of
this.
milk?
There was like a nice calming music behind me, and I was
Yeah.
like, it was all white, and I was like, maybe this is what fucking heaven feels
It was like
or
a new
some
pair
shit.
of jeans.
Yeah,
you know?
you know,
Didn't
like-
work at first, but then you broke them in.
It was a calming experience. It was like maybe the equivalent to a mild yoga session of comic book shopping.
Now, I like that place, but what threw me off was that it was described as female-friendly, kid-friendly, friendly for everyone comic book store.
It was.
When I went in there, though, I noticed that the difference between that place and any other comic store was nothing.
Zero.
There was no difference.
I think we're making issues out of nothing.
They still carried sex criminals.
Yeah.
They still carried, they carried adult titles. Their kids section wasn't bigger than any other kids section. Now, I'm not saying anything negative against them, but I just thought it was funny that it was.
Sounds like you're being extremely negative.
No.
I don't feel negative about that.
I thought it was a cool store and I liked it, but I just thought it was funny that it was marketed as that because it didn't really seem.
There's
different.
undertones, man, because you know what? They shorted me a penny. And
Yes.
that's sexism right there.
Really?
There you
Yep.
go.
Well, that's funny because
Yeah.
my change was 2 pennies, and I said keep it.
Wow.
Oh,
You think you're better than me?
Dang.
Is that what this is?
I do.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
Well, I'm
Maybe
curious.
the hair is
Because
better.
you were after me. So if I was... she
as-
actually said, I'm out of pennies, but then she gave you 2.
As you walked away, she pulled
pulled
out
out.
and cracked a new roll of pennies.
Wow.
She couldn't do that when I was there.
She didn't want to interrupt the sale. I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't know. Sorry that I dropped to 37.
well, and then she was commenting about pennies. She was like, "I don't know what the big deal
I was
about
going to
pennies
put the
are."
candy in my
anyways.
mouth, but I
Oh,
decided
okay.
that's a
That
bad
was
idea.
that was the small talk after you were done. Was
So she's on some
what's with pennies?
She's on some
Nobody
like
really wants
grassroots
pennies.
shit. Like, just forget
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah,
Forget
she's like
about
on some gas station shit, like fucking grab a penny. Or don't have a penny.
Or don't.
Or don't have a penny.
Have a penny or don't
Have a penny, don't have a penny.
or don't.
Right? You're not.
I've
you're,
never seen that trade. Don't have a penny.
Don't. If you
Your
don't
point.
want it,
Your point one off. Don't worry about
if
it.
you don't want one of these, don't take one.
I got you, dude. Do you ever put nickels or dimes in the penny tray? Just like feel like you're doing something. Good?
Yeah, man, I feel like,
Yeah.
somebody's going to be happy.
man.
But
Like,
what is that? That doesn't fucking really do anything.
But maybe there's a guy who's like literally 20 cents short on
He's
a
like,
fucking pack of
"Shit."
smokes, and like fuck, it's 20 cents, and that bitch there, like she can't fucking, she can't, she can't like be like 20 cents. Just go for it. She'll lose her job over 20 cents. Like there's fucking videos and shit. You know, like that's stealing. You know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I completely
how I
lost
feel.
track of whatever you were talking about. You know what was different about this comic book store to me than others?
What?
The people were extremely friendly.
They were. Yeah, that's true.
Like how friendly.
Like they were out and about talking to the folks.
So maybe that was the thing. Books for everyone.
Yeah, he
and
did
they
explain
will go
shit,
and talk
huh?
to you.
He did say like behind this wall is blah blah blah, and in this section is blah blah blah.
Well, we've had people do that.
He gave me a sticker.
True.
Oh, a heartthrob sticker?
Stabellus.
That's awesome.
Sabella.
Fella, no tea, which he says to you the first line of that
Yeah.
episode.
No
Oh, yeah.
tea.
He got mad, dude.
He wasn't mad.
He was hella
shout
He
out
pissed.
wasn't mad. He
Sabella.
just doesn't like you.
Also cool about that
I wouldn't
shop
like me either.
was that they had a large X-Men display with a bunch of X-Men stuff, and
They had a strong X-Men
and I
presence.
think it's Jay and Mike kind of set it up, and they run
Jay and Mike?
the X-Men Explained
Did Mikey?
podcast.
Mikey?
What?
There's more than one way to skin a cat, Chase.
But no, they run the X-Men Explained podcast, which is I would recommend people check it out if you want to know more about X-Men because it's a confusing mess.
Does
they're
that
busy
so that
disaster.
store podcast is about X-Men?
No.
Nope.
So
The
who does?
people that do that podcast like set up their X-Men section, she said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
The X-Men Explained podcast.
That's tight.
But
What's
it's a
up,
good
dudes?
it's a
What
good
up,
listen.
X-Men podcast United?
Okay.
What's up, bros? How the fuck is your day going? I hope you guys are having a fucking awesome time.
I want to just
We're
let
going to
him
tell
read
you
this.
more about our experience with Stoopid Burger.
Oh, let's
A
just
little
only
later.
talk about that.
I know, right?
Let's only talk about that burger.
Do you want to just go in on the burger?
I kind of feel like I need to get it off my
Okay,
chest.
let's do it. Let's talk about Stoopid Burger.
That was the best burger I've ever had. And
Really? Ever.
And I'm not a
Ever
burger
had.
guy. And like I'm serious when I say this. That burger was fucking fantastic.
It was.
It was fantastic.
It was great.
Okay, I had a wacky avocado burger, right? Like
That's not what it was.
Silly
called.
guacamole? Was
silly
it
Silly
guacamole.
guac.
That's it.
wacky
guac.
avocado?
Yeah, dude. And,
Tomato, tomato. You know, just let him have it.
It was a silly burger or something.
What did he say earlier? What? What? Silly guac?
Silly guac.
Yeah, we were reading on the menu before we hit the road. And
my gosh.
I said silly guac, and he just goes, what?
What?
Silly guac?
Silly
It
guac.
was
Dude.
like some robot character.
Because that's what I was getting. And hold on. I just got to get this off my chest. Like, that
real
burger
important.
was the equivalent to, like, a fucking Taco Bell taco.
It tasted like a
Like a
burrito.
crunchy, like a, those, it had motherfucking Cool Ranch Doritos on the burger. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me, real
was
quick, I just want to
unbelievable.
give a little bit of backstory. Because Stoopid Burger's been around for a couple of years now.
Yeah. We had it.
We've been there
Yeah.
before. We haven't done it on the show.
Really? Was I there?
No.
No.
Okay, I don't remember.
You weren't
that.
invited.
Yeah, makes sense.
So just a few weeks ago, somebody had posted a picture on Facebook of a burger that they got there that was supposedly undercooked, and they were basically trying to slander.
Right. Oh, this was voted the best?
Yeah, I don't know
It's-
if they were looking. No, this is before the vote.
Oh, okay.
Is this some fucking burger beef?
Burger beef. Burger beef.
So
Good pull, bro.
there was
Good pull.
an outpouring of
Yeah.
support
I'll be here all
for
day.
Stoopid Burger after this happened. Like somebody tried to slander them, and then the community said, "No, hell no. This is our spot. This spot is amazing."
It's in David's fucking stomping ground.
And so
Yeah.
shortly after that, OregonLive.com wrote an article and ran a poll about Portland's best burger, and Stoopid Burger won the damn poll.
Wow.
Number one burger in Portland, Oregon.
yeah,
good on them, man.
And I honestly I'm not mad about that.
No,
I'm not mad about that.
No, I mean, to say I wouldn't say it's the best burger I've ever had in my life, but
it was for me. It was for me.
It was really good, and I would give it 3 Bs.
Yeah, like I've never really had like the gourmet burger or some shit. You know
I
what
don't
I mean?
think a burger has to be gourmet
right,
to be
but
the
you
best
know, like
burger
you
by
go to
any
like a
means.
steakhouse and there's like a $20 burger on the menu or some shit.
Right.
Right.
I would never order that. You know
See,
what I mean?
I'm different. Whenever I see anything on the menu that is like just balls to the wall, everything is on the burger that could be. I'm
Yeah.
like, I got to conquer that.
No, and
And
that's what you did.
What
You
was yours
handled that.
called?
Mine was called the Ignorant Burger.
Ignorant Burger.
It was a
Break it down. What did it have?
$16 for, but worth every dollar. Yeah, beef, steak, hot dogs, bacon,
No.
Hot links.
Hot links.
hot
Yeah.
links. But we all know what they really are. Bacon, slice of ham, fried egg, onion rings, jalapenos,
Like perfectly
grilled onions,
placed.
grilled
Too.
mushrooms.
It wasn't like sloppy falling apart. Like,
No.
you could actually like grip that motherfucker and eat.
Well,
like
that's
I
what
was
I
expecting
noticed.
it to come out like and be one of those like massive, you know.
I was too.
Like you
I
know,
was-
like a holy fuck.
I'm
burger.
gonna lock my jaw trying to
Yeah.
get.
Well, because what I would compare it to was Brunch Boxes burgers is the most comparable I can think, but Brunch Boxes were so sloppy they just fell apart.
Yeah.
These ones were they held
They
together
had some
more.
structural integrity.
Yeah, whoever was cooking that shit, kudos, bro, because that shit was fucking bombing. Thank you.
No, those guys are nice, hard workers.
Oh.
Like your friend
The
Jay
dude,
Sean.
Yeah.
the dude working
Jay Sean the voice.
Jay Sean.
Jay Sean brought
That's
out
his name.
drinks
He was fucking
and food.
rad, man.
Yeah,
he was super nice.
Everybody else is getting it picked up at the window. He brought it out to us. But when I was working at New
Pretty
Seasons,
sure he hooked our drinks up too.
those guys hustled. Like when they were out of beef, I would watch that kid sprint across traffic on Vancouver
Really?
into New Seasons, get fresh beef from the meat department, sprint back.
Really?
You know,
Nice.
like oh, dude.
Did they buy their shit from New Seasons?
in the times that they run out, like they
Yeah,
bought
that
a lot
makes
of
sense.
stuff.
That
for-
makes sense.
Which
Yeah.
one you went? Just the stupid.
I had the
burger.
Stupid Burger, which is like basically the junior ignorant. Mm-hmm. No steak, right?
But you had some Donnies on there.
No onion rings, no blue
But
cheese.
you did have Donnie's.
But yeah, it had the hot link,
the important
ham,
part.
fried egg, bacon,
bomb.
burger.
Was the egg yolky or was it?
No, it was fried.
It was
It's like
like
proper fried.
Solid. Solid.
I wouldn't have mind a little yolk.
yeah,
though.
man. I'm a
then it-
fan of like let that yolk fucking
A little
run
bit.
down.
See, what I've been doing when I cook the burgers is I'll pop it and then flip it.
What's popping?
So then it like cooks
Explain.
most of it, but there's still a little bit of
how do you
yolk.
pop a burger?
An
I know how to
egg.
pop a
When
lot
I'm
of things.
cooking the egg.
Oh,
I pop the yolk and then I flip it. So I let it cook. Pop.
But I know how to
flip.
pop a lot of things.
pop a lot of things.
but not a burger.
Nobody's ever told me about popping burgers.
some secret fucking.
You were holding out on me.
pop it.
Oh, it's the perfect burger. It lets like the right amount of air
Abba,
out.
what burger did you get?
I went with the crazy burger, which was onion rings, steak, barbecue sauce, and then all the other stuff.
It was
And,
bomb.
yeah, fucking good.
We
man.
swapped a bite. My burger was so good, and I was enjoying it so much
But he still
that
let
I
me
had
have
to
it.
be like, Abba, just fucking try this.
It was good, man. That guac, the chips, it was totally like a
Unbelievable.
burrito.
Cool
it was a
Ranch
burrito
Doritos.
burger.
I'm fucking
On the burger.
like Zone and I
That
make
blew his
Cool Ranch
mind.
fucking nachos. Those things fucking hold a special thing for me. And like they knocked it out of the goddamn park. You
They
know
hold
what I
a
mean?
special thing for you.
You know what to top that burger off? Just a little dollop of sour cream, dude. Just a fucking little cream.
Ooh, yeah.
Just
You need to
a
go
bit.
tell him. But like some sour cream
A
with
little
a little bit
sriracha.
sriracha in it. Yeah, that would be
Little
bomb.
like sriracha fucking cream.
Well, write them.
So shout out to Stupid Burger, Jay Sean.
How many
Homies over
Bs
there.
would you get?
3 Bs. It's
that's
three
a
beers.
three.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
3
3
Bs.
B.
No
Hands
question.
down.
Sweet.
yeah, you
Across the
can't-
board. Good job.
Woo!
I think that might be the first time that's ever happened. We all ran 3 Bs.
We bow to you.
What else? What other place have we ever gone all same? Has it ever happened?
I don't know.
I don't think it's
know.
ever happened.
Well, you're usually the outlier.
You're usually like, I'm not a burger guy, so I got the fish and chips.
I had a slice of pizza and some
I've
chicken
never done
strips.
that. I've never done. I think maybe the most left field I've ever gone is maybe like a halibut burger. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I
So
think-
thanks to Stupid Burger and thank you to Books with the Pictures.
Yeah. Where's Stupid Burger located, David?
Vancouver, right?
North
Vancouver,
Vancouver.
Fremont.
Right across from New Seasons.
Right across the street.
right across from the fresh bike lane.
Go get a burger.
So,
They
move
fucked
on
that
to-
fucking intersection
Oh, it's
up.
the worst.
You want to move on to some movies?
Yeah, let's talk. There's some big movies out right now.
Yeah.
Let me just say this first. We'll talk about some films, but The Force Awakens has officially ended its domestic theater run.
Yeah.
No
what did it
more,
bring
right?
in? What did it bring in?
Yeah, what is
What's
it?
the grand total?
Just over $936 million
Damn.
They couldn't crack $1 billion.
What a bunch of pussies.
domestically.
They
No,
couldn't-
but they cracked 2 worldwide.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
So then,
Is it-
what is Avatar? Avatar's 2 point something, right?
touch
It didn't beat Avatar worldwide,
Right.
but it crushed it domestically. It was Avatar was like 650.
How do you
or
think
something.
the new Avatar is going to do?
I don't give a shit about.
I don't think.
Holy
it's
shit!
gonna,
Avatar?
I mean,
Yeah,
so it did
Avatar
900 million
936
in the United
million.
States.
Yeah,
That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive.
yeah,
That's like.
I mean,
yeah.
fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
worth every red cent.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you contributed a massive fucking number,
Yeah, I gave him like $200 probably.
at least. Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
it's
massive
probably up
number.
100.
I'm probably like a cool. Let me think. That initial one was like 18, right? That was expensive.
Yeah.
And then the little theater was like maybe 7,
Something like that.
something like that. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. And then we went one more time to Lloyd Center with your sister and her boyfriend.
Pioneer Place.
That was another cool 18 probably, right?
Nah, like 14.
What am I at? 35?
39.
39?
Yeah.
So 39, 40, 41.
No, you're
42?
at 39 after.
39 is what you have.
Oh, okay.
I did the math for you. Bro.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
13.
I got to count on my hands.
I wish I had 14.
So who's
fingers.
seen X-Men?
I
Apocalypse.
did.
I have not.
I haven't either.
Okay.
Did.
I'm so behind on my fucking Marvel movies right now.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
there's
tough.
just too many, man.
And there's so many
They're kinda
movies
getting
out
boring
that I
now.
want to see.
X-Men, I really liked it.
I loved it too.
Really?
I saw initially it had like some bad reviews and stuff, but I thought it was great. I don't think it was better than Days of Future Past, but it was up there.
Feel free to talk plot because I don't.
Yeah, I don't give a shit
I don't care about
either.
spoilers.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, there's not much to talk. I really enjoyed the whole like
Was whole
Egyptian,
Wolverine in it?
Egyptian fucking little backstory
Yeah.
of it.
Just the
Wolverine?
first, yeah, Wolverine.
Did he make a
Briefly.
fucking appearance?
He made a
There's a
brief
cameo.
appearance, and you know what? So
Did he say the F word?
Was
I
it
love
Hugh Jackman?
Wolverine just burst out and goes,
Yeah, it's Hugh
"Fuck!"
Jackman.
That's what he did in fucking Future Past.
But
Remember in the bar, he dropped a hard F.
no, there
Yeah.
was one F bomb during it. I
was
do
probably
remember
him.
that.
There was
no,
an
it
F-bomb.
wasn't him. It was somebody else.
Who was it?
I can't remember.
Come on.
I can't remember.
Those are important
It was
facts.
somebody comes out.
Oh, it was Magneto.
Nice.
Yeah, Magneto.
It was funny.
Yeah,
It was funny as hell. It
hilarious.
was great.
Really well.
Did you say it all
timed.
British like?
He's not British.
Oh.
Michael Fassbender.
I
swear
but no,
Magneto
it.
has an accent.
I thought that
It's supposed to be German.
the plot was cool. I am kind of over this like this unbeatable force. Like it's always like this fucking all powerful force that we can't stop. But I really love the new cast of X-Men versus the old 3 or from the old 3. The new cast I love. But yeah, the cameo of Wolverine I thought was completely unnecessary, and I want a new Wolverine, man.
Are you a hater of the Wolverine?
Well, it was unnecessary, but it was, I don't know, it was fun.
I've picked up on that. Like a lot of people are hating. Like I asked, I was like, so Wolverine is in this movie, and maybe it was with you guys or something, but I remember I got like a negative vibe
because the
about
thing
even
is-
asking about Wolverine.
No, but it wasn't about
I love
asking.
Wolverine.
But the thing is that
zong, you know, fucking
well, the thing is with Wolverine is
Fucking
that
Zigzag song.
he
fucking
he wasn't even of the
get you.
original X-Men, and then he's just been oversaturated because they went, oh, this is what the people like. The people like Wolverine, so we're gonna make him the leader of the X-Men, and he's gonna
It
be the
worked.
face of the X-Men, but he's not.
It definitely worked.
well, I mean, he just, when he came around, he became like a fan favorite.
Right.
Yeah.
So they focused on him. And then that's the
He
thing
got
in a
some
movie.
origins.
When you cast your big actor as a role, that person has to be the center of the movie.
Right.
How many Wolverines do you think Jackman signed on for? Do you think he signed like a 3 or 4 fucking movie contract, or do you think he was like, yeah, I'll do another one every time?
I'm sure he signed some sort of contract.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's like at least 3 X-Men solo movie or Wolverine solo movies, right?
There's 2, and then there's a third coming out.
Supposed
I think
to
it's
come
been
out.
in what,
Like that
and that'll
newest one with
probably
like that
7
Asian
total?
girl and like that old Asian guy who was dying and like that whole fucking thing. Did you guys like that?
That was the second.
I thought it was good.
That made up for the first Wolverine.
Right.
Wolverine,
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think maybe the
'cause
problem
we
with
finally
like
got Gambit in that first one, and it was just so bad.
I think maybe the problem with like those first movies was they're just kind of dated, right? Like it was like in that weird period, or am I like,
Right.
am I not
That
thinking?
kind
No,
about
you're
that
right. That was, they were the kind of
like
the,
there was like these like there was obviously CGI, but
it
it
was, like,
wasn't
bad
nearly as
CGI,
fucking
yeah, it wasn't
powerful
that
as it
good.
is now. It's like insane, like even 3-4 years. You know what I mean? Like even 2 years. Like it's like
the difference is crazy.
What has like happened in the
But
last
just like, I don't
year.
know. The thing is, there's so many cool X-Men that I just want there to be more focus on it. Like, you notice in this movie, Jubilee didn't do anything. Jubilee was like in a car.
Yeah, it sounds like whatever scenes she had actually filmed and getting cut.
Did this movie fulfill that need to see different X-Men?
A little bit. I think it definitely focused on more. You got some more of the Jean Grey was really cool. Seeing Sansa, what's her name? Sophie Turner. Seeing her in a different role was really
Sansa
nice.
Stark.
And to see her in a more powerful role was cool, because usually she's so... she's so soft-spoken and innocent, and just kind of
her voice took some getting used to,
right?
For
Of seeing
but
her
I
in something different.
I didn't expect to like her as Jean Grey. It just seemed weird to me, but it was good. By the end of the movie, it was fine.
It worked. I love the new Magneto, dude. Michael Fassbender.
He's the best.
I love the new Xavier. He's great.
McAvoy. What's his name?
love Nightcrawler was dope in this.
He was cute.
Even Angel was cool and fucking like overall it was really
Was
good.
Ant-Man in it?
No. I did not expect to really like this one as much as I did.
Everything I heard about it was
Hawkeye?
mostly negative.
Hawkeye didn't make it.
Yeah,
fucking-
same here.
Colossus in it?
Oh, Colossus.
No.
Yeah.
Colossus was not
Deadpool?
it. Which I thought there was going to be a Colossus, but did not.
Deadpool?
No.
He didn't make a snarky fucking...
Did they win?
Who? The X-Men?
X-Men?
Yeah.
No, they all died.
Really?
No.
Aw.
All men must
But
die.
what was really
Well, yeah.
interesting...
Did any of them
Even
die,
X-Men.
though?
What I loved was interesting was how they retconned this movie almost like they do the comics, where because of they did the 3 X-Men movies, and then because of Days of Future Past, that's why now there's all these different X-Men and it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Because that fucking put us into a different timeline. So that was pretty cool that they stuck with that.
I like the X-Men Quicksilver way better than the Avengers Quicksilver.
And Quicksilver's scene, hands down my favorite, dude, when he gets them in the house.
Did
That
they
shit was
fucking
amazing.
hook, line, and sinker you? Like, at the end, was it like you had to sit through the fucking credits to, like...
Yeah, there
see
was
some-
a post-credit.
Yeah.
scene.
When did that become something? You know what I mean? Like, when did that become, like, fucking a thing? Like, I
I
cannot...
know it pisses you off so much.
I've never done it. Like, until I've hung out with you guys at a movie theater, straight the fuck up.
Yeah, but you're also the kind of person that would just leave before the movie was over if you decided that's what you wanted to do that day.
yeah, but
And to be honest, before they started doing post credits, I would usually sit through a lot of credits.
I've
Really?
sat through credits before.
Yeah.
For no reason.
yeah, just to chill and
I think
you know,
was it
take-
the
in.
Iron Man movies where they started doing that?
I'm not sure exactly where it started.
because it's
or which
something
ones.
kind of new, right?
But yeah,
I mean, Bueller did it.
yeah.
Bueller did it. Yeah, I remember that one.
I mean, I'm sure there have been some, but it definitely
That you
has
like
become the Marvel
Now it's a
thing.
thing, yeah.
yeah, it's like wait, and just to see. Some,
I mean,
like,
but you don't have
purple
to.
guy
You
go,
can just
"Mah,
go home
mah,
and
mah."
look it on YouTube, and you always hold on to that as the one. The
It's always
purple
some
guy
fucking
going,
purple
"Mah."
guy, some shit, just laughing. He's got gold boots on and shit. Fucking, you know.
Thanos, man, I can't
Thanos.
wait to see
I don't
him
know.
do some more.
They're
shit.
I think they're just about done shooting the new Guardians, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to have anything to do with Thanos, which really disappoints me because of the first Guardians. I thought, oh shit, Guardians is how they're going to tie that into Infinity War. That whole storyline is going to start happening, but I don't think so.
They're not.
They kind
You
of
think
said
Cooper's
that,
gonna be in it?
they said that
Who?
Cooper?
Allison.
Fuck. It's not Bradley Cooper in that movie. Fuck, man.
You can't just say Cooper. Nobody knows what Cooper is.
Bradley Cooper is in Guardians.
Is he?
He's the raccoon.
He is.
Yeah.
That's right.
Brad Paisley.
All right, Paisley. That's who I was thinking. That fucker got buff.
Who did? Cooper?
Paisley.
Paisley?
Now I'm confused.
Cooper.
No, I'm confused. Who do you think Brad
Paisley?
Paisley is?
Cooper.
Wait, who do you think Brad Paisley is?
Fucking the guy from fucking Parks and Rec.
He's not a country
No.
singer?
No?
No. Pratt.
He's a country singer. You're
Really?
thinking Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Brad Paisley is a country singer.
Really?
Bradley Cooper.
I didn't even know that. He just sounds like a country
He
singer.
is. He is.
Hey, good pull, David.
Thanks.
And then Bradley Cooper is
I know who Cooper
American
is.
Sniper.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Hangover.
I know who Cooper is.
Chase knows who Cooper is.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
It took him a minute though to figure that out.
So
And
Paisley,
he thought Chris Pratt's name was Brad Paisley.
because I don't know his name. Like if you asked me what his name was, I could not tell you. Maybe if there was like if it was like Jeopardy style or some shit, maybe that's not even Jeopardy. Is there 4 choices in Jeopardy?
4 choices.
4 choices.
Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like use a lifeline, I might be able to get his
You
name.
phone in a call to Zeb.
Yeah. Any fucking question about anything, I would just call Zeb.
Who is Brad Paisley?
Yeah.
Me and David went and saw Turtles.
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
You guys did. How was it?
Silly.
They said it wasn't that good.
It was kind of garbage.
How about compared to to the first one?
The first one was better.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. It was just it was too over the top, silly, and like the writing. I mean, whatever. It's for kids. It's a kids movie,
Right.
But they wrote it for kids. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad they finally had a Bebop Rocksteady though, because what we watched the
That's why I really
Zeb had
wanna
like
see
a
it.
Turtles.
yeah, we had a
movie.
Turtles marathon.
Yeah,
that
but
weekend.
the Secret of the Ooze.
That
who
was
were the
fun. That
the
was
two?
Toga and Razor.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
and
Ooze dudes.
that was like I remember watching that as a kid, being like, why didn't they just use Bebop?
Why
Rocksteady?
didn't they just use
They had to
Bebop?
use
Oh
this-
yeah, we want
you
them
know.
so because they want to make new characters to sell more toys.
Right, and I
is
admit
all
I
it
had
was.
I had the Toga.
And they
Yeah,
were
and I liked them
They
too.
were barely even characters.
Real quick, just speaking of the first one was better. That fucking dig at X-Men 3. Do you remember that when they saw Return of the Jedi?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
yeah,
she was like, "Well, you know, the third one's always the worst."
Yeah.
That was pretty good stab at it.
But like the
What, Turtles 3?
the whole plot
No,
was
it was-
almost identical to whatever Avengers movie took place with like a fabric in time above New York City breaking
Right.
through and like
Oh yeah, and you know the
Right.
Turtles
Yeah.
movies.
It was
plot
like,
wise are
amazingly-
nothing because the first Turtles. I mean, the new first Turtles movie,
Right.
Michael Bay's Turtles. The plot was almost identical to the last Spider-Man movie. Like
Right.
the plot means nothing. in
Yeah,
the
I don't
Turtles
even
movie.
really
Well, and
remember.
especially when it comes to these heroes, then it's like it's just they.
Was there
there's
any
whole-
good pepperoni?
Oh, it was funny.
there
Mikey
some
was
parts?
funny. Of course, Mikey
Well,
was
sure,
funny.
and that was
good.
the thing about the Michael Bay's first Turtles was, you know, people were all up in arms about it and all this shit, but it was like it's a Turtles movie, and I had to go in and set that all aside and be 10 years old again, and I loved it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
And I
if-
think
if-
as long as you do that,
If I was 12, it'd probably be my favorite movie right now. I'd like it better than X-Men and Avengers and all that stuff.
I didn't like the Casey Jones actor. I thought Casey Jones was kind of a letdown.
It was kind of pointless to
And-
even have him in there.
April O'Neil once again like becomes a badass when she tucks in her like she makes her shirt into like a bikini top.
Nice.
And then
And
she
she's
can
showing her
kick
abs,
ass.
and then she's like, "All right, I'm ready to do this now. Now that my abs are exposed."
Oh, yeah.
That's just like
that's her
okay. So
gimmick.
like they had
Did they have any
they
anchovy
had the
moments?
moment where they show
anchovies.
show
No,
Megan
I mean,
Fox's
no
when they show
anchovies.
Megan Fox's tummy. Like that was a moment for that movie.
Right.
But it was also a no belly button tummy, so it was like clearly for like 9-year-olds.
So, but it would still like
right.
if you were 9 or 10, like you would get that little tingle.
oh yeah,
Like, ooh.
absolutely. I got the little tingle.
my little pee-pee.
I know. I mean, I don't know if I like her as April O'Neil, but I like her. So
Yeah, I mean she's whatever. She's
Does everybody remember their first boner?
Yeah.
the first boner,
Definitely not.
no, not at all.
No,
It's-
I remember the
just
first
a
time I
blur.
ever jerked off and
Okay.
came. Though.
Well, that's different.
We're talking Ninja Turtles here.
Sorry.
Your first boner? No, I remember first time I jerked off again.
Embassy
First boner
Suites,
though
dude.
was
family trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Portland. Which is funny. Like
Use
we were
some
just
Baxter Stockman was
Sad
worthless.
tissues?
There was no
No, I
point
was
in
in the
having him in the
shower.
movie.
was he? Did he become Baxter Stockman? Like, or was
no, he was just a scientist.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of silly.
Yeah, he's like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Is that a real thing? That's his name,
Yeah,
right?
no Grassy
It's
is a real-
DeGrasse Tyson.
Grass.
No
Grassy.
Yeah, whatever.
DeGrasse.
He's a real grassy Tyson.
His
Yeah, no,
podcast's
I
cool.
still
He does
wanna
from,
go
like,
see
a
it. I still wanna see it.
conservatory or whatever. The
It's
fuck
fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it really like the
I
first
wouldn't
half
pay.
really
Just
sucks.
wait till it comes out. Wait till you can download it.
And then as it gets later in the movie, it's some of the action's fun and
it's like 2 hours, right?
probably.
Theater was like 85 degrees. That didn't help our.
Yeah, it was a little warm. We went to the McMinimans over there. in
But you
St.
only had to pay
John's.
$5, so
Oh,
there's
yeah.
always a trade.
Yeah, it was
Deal of a
fine.
deal.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll be at the $2 theater soon, and fucking yeah.
And on the Pirate Bay.
What is the $2 theater?
I go to Avalon,
$2
Where's that?
theater.
right next to my house,
The
like
Nickel
a few
Arcade?
blocks away. Yeah,
Dude,
Huh.
Avalon's badass.
What's the
dude.
screen like? Decent.
I mean, it's a movie theater screen.
It's not
Really?
huge.
It's not IMAX, but it's a theater screen.
Ours was more.
What's their corn rate?
Their corn rate.
That's length. That's shortened for popcorn.
I think
What's the price?
Their corn is actually really cheap.
Is it?
Probably like $1.50.
Yeah, it's like a few bucks.
Fuck
maybe.
yeah, I love that.
Cheap ass
Because that's
kernels.
what it should be.
But it's also
because
like
it's just popcorn.
Yeah.
it's a $2 theater, and that's a nickel arcade.
Red Vine?
I don't know, man. I'm not. I don't go there to inspect their snacks. I usually just maybe get popcorn. Maybe.
Maybe popcorn.
Maybe.
Just watching a movie. You don't have to have popcorn to watch a movie.
It heightens the experience.
I don't know.
It does in my case.
I don't know.
It feels pretty good.
I don't know.
Feels pretty good.
So John
When you
Boyega,
got dump
John-
trucks and-
Okay,
John
this I'm
Boyega.
interested in.
Finn
What?
Yes.
from Star Wars.
Yeah.
John Boyega.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy from that fucking weird sci-fi British
Attack
movie.
the Block.
Yeah.
He is going to produce and star in the Pacific Rim sequel.
Oh,
Fuck
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
I'm excited.
Jesus Christ.
Man. You
gonna
guys
be
didn't
badass.
like Pacific
Gross.
Rim? What? Why not?
Pacific
dude?
Rim was tight.
It was awesome.
I actually kind of do like that movie, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Why don't you like it?
I mean,
It was a summer blockbuster that was completely self-aware.
Oh yeah, and it was fucking hilarious having Charlie from Always Sunny in there with his.
yeah, true.
And then, but yeah, the big ass robots fighting big ass monsters. I mean, I love like Godzilla.
but the mechanics
and
behind
shit.
it, like they're like doing like fucking. I don't know.
you remember
water
Battletech
aerobics?
and fucking?
It just seemed like water aerobics or some bullshit.
I guarantee you,
like you know what I
with
mean?
John Boyega on board, the next one's going to be amazing.
It should be cool. Like
I wouldn't say amazing.
I put off.
amazing.
I put off seeing Pacific Rim for a long time because so many people hated on it, and then when I did watch it, I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is my shit."
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I love Godzilla. I love BattleTech and like all that shit. The big giant robots fighting shit.
They're fun. Battleship.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No way.
No, fuck that.
I
Right?
haven't seen that.
No, Battleship was terrible. Battleship was like
Fuck. Have you sunk my
low
battleship?
budget ninja or Transformers.
You think that's how it went, Chase? They were like D3, G14.
That's probably how he pictures the Tetris movie.
Hour
too.
45 minutes later.
The Tetris
Fucking-
trilogy, you mean?
Jesus.
The Tetris trilogy.
I don't know, dude. I just been on a doc kick, man. Fucking. There's been some really. Netflix is killing it right now again.
I've been watching a ton of documentaries, comic book documentaries.
Yeah, tell us what are some good comic book documentaries because I haven't seen these.
There's a ton. There's an Image. I don't remember what they're called. The Image Revolution or something like that.
Is that about Image?
Yeah, just
Ooh, I
talks
wanna
about how
watch
the
that.
guys all when they left Marvel and
Right,
started
right.
their own company.
Well, dang,
That'd
dude.
be cool.
Explain.
There's a 3-parter on PBS called Superheroes,
Hmm.
which was basically the entire history of comic books.
That's a good one.
I watched a lot of those, and obviously, once you watch a couple, you start to hear the same things over and over again. But,
That'll be tight. I mean, I remember I just recently had read that Stan Lee was like 40 when he made his first comic book.
yeah,
Is that true?
It's crazy.
something like that.
I mean, it's got to be. He's like 90 something now, and it was in the 40s when it
He was
started.
in.
so-
He started in that weird era where kind of superheroes were being phased out, and comics were all about mystery and horror and
yeah.
Nosferatu is running shit.
And then he came back, and I mean, arguably, he kind of stole a lot of DC shit, but.
well, I mean, they were kind of all copying
each
back
other.
there.
Yeah.
I am a fucking nose pulling machine right now.
Chase is pulling hair out of his
You
nose.
can't stop.
I have so many of them.
Comic docs, I guess. Fucking check those out.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's probably that many that are. I mean, there's more specific ones like the Frank Miller documentary,
right.
Alan Moore.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
There's cool stuff, but
Did you guys see the Pete's Dragon trailer?
yes,
No.
Holy shit.
Good grief. Jesus. This is why I don't go to movies anymore.
it's going to be so tight.
It actually looks pretty good.
I
man.
started to tear up a little bit watching it.
And
the kid a
really,
redhead?
I think
You cried? I don't know. For real?
but I think that of all the
I
movies
cried
that
with Jake the Snake doc.
Me too, bro.
Fuck.
Me too.
Speaking of
you
docs,
guys are real men.
dude, the Jake the Snake documentary, next level. Mm-hmm. Swear to God.
Is it on the flicks?
Yeah,
It's on the
bro.
flicks, and it's well done and
Fuck, man.
beautiful and
It will
tragic.
fucking pull at your goddamn heartstrings.
Mm-hmm. I bet suicide. Wrestling is pretty sad.
Suicide and wrestling are both sad.
Both sad.
Yeah, he
Well,
doesn't
no,
kill himself.
The Pete's Dragon, man, it's like of anything that they could reboot because there's so many reboots and remakes happening. Like that one is dated. Like going back and trying to watch that with my kid, she's just like, this is pretty cheesy. And
Yeah,
all,
when
you
are they
know.
gonna redo fucking Mary Poppins, dude?
You ever see that fake poster going around of Tim Burton's Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
That would actually be tight.
My penis is black and yours is too.
Wait, your penis is what?
From the coal, sweeping chimneys.
From the coal?
Yeah. Chimney.
That's why your penis.
Do you sweep
is
chimneys with your dick? Is that what you're trying to say?
It gets down to my coveralls.
Clear out that hole.
I thought you were going to say yours is black and yours is blue.
Chase, what day is Suicide Squad coming
August
out?
5th, motherfucker.
That is soon, man.
Let's get ready to party.
Dude, the new trailer has me
Holy
more
shit.
excited than I've been for it the whole time.
I saw it on
I am stoked on that
I saw it
movie,
on motherfucking cable television, bro. I was like, this is real.
because you're one of the last people that watches cable.
We don't
television.
have
yeah.
cable, so.
Well, satellite, same shit.
No, it looks good, and I think that this will be kind of the DC kind of resurrecting itself as far as its reputation for movies.
I think it's gonna be the motherfucking Batman, fucking whatever
Yep,
of X-Men movies, dude.
the Bat.
What? What does that mean?
Suicide Squad is going to be the Batman whatever of X-Men movies.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
the fucking
Put that on a shirt.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Heath Ledger of fucking DC films.
It's
yeah.
gonna be the movie is gonna be
Yeah,
the
I
Heath
think it's
Ledger.
gonna be like on the fucking level of like that's like
But that
weird wacky line.
It might be their Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's
there you go.
You think it'd be Guardians?
because
But
Heath
it's
Ledger
Guardians.
wasn't a DC movie.
Yeah, Heath Ledger and Batman are DC.
they're
Oh, are
DC.
they? Son of a bitch.
And
But
also the Batman of the X.
it's fucking hard to keep all these straight.
And Suicide Squad is not X-Men.
Dude. Yeah, who fucking knows, man? Like
I mean, well,
these goddamn fucking universes.
Not you.
There's so many of them. Like there's like fucking like there's got to be like 50, 60 characters.
That's
tops.
gonna be rated PG-13. So leave the little kiddies at home.
No, I think
I'm actually sad
R.
that didn't get. No, it didn't get an
It
R
did
rating.
get
No,
R?
they didn't do
no,
it.
it's PG-13.
What a bunch of fucking pussies.
Horseshit.
man.
right?
Whoa, wait.
Horseshit.
Why does it have to be rated R?
Why not?
Because.
Why?
Because it was going to be a dark movie.
It's a movie about sadistic, like the most
Yeah.
sadistic criminals out there.
I thought they were going R on.
They should have gone R.
I
they're
think
going hard
that
R on
because
it.
the thing is, like with violence, it's really hard to get an R. So the only way that they could have got was like dropping a lot more f bombs.
F-bombs
I
and
guess
or
you're
titties.
right.
That's how you get
Yeah,
an
all
R rating.
right, whatever.
I think it'll be good. Like, and what surprised me,
I thought it was just R. I did.
there's a lot of good
But it's
PG-13 movies.
I'm not saying there's not. There is.
I was reading
Forrest
about,
Gump is fucking PG-13. It's a classic.
Will Smith, when he was on that movie, he said he actually never met Jared Leto because he was
I
always in
believe
character as Joker. So I am interested to see how that goes.
Oh, I'm interested.
I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be a different Joker. It'll be different from what we've all known as Joker, but yeah, I think it'll be fine for that context in that movie. And you know, I'm not kind of excited that it's not R is because fucking Samara has been so hyped for this.
There you go.
And I'm like,
fair enough.
Reason enough.
and that's
Fair
the thing
enough.
too. They also, it's the first time Harley Quinn is appearing.
Can't argue about a daughter.
Well, no, but it's also the first time that Harley Quinn is appearing in a film. So of course they're gonna want girls to be able to go see it.
Right.
You know, because that's
Fair
a huge
enough.
thing. And the Harley Quinn comic book series is like one of the best top selling comic books right now.
Makes sense. She's hot as fuck.
That's
Well,
Kevin
I don't know if
Smith's
that's why
daughter's,
little
hash-
girls.
Hashtag on Instagram.
Yeah, she's fucking.
Harley Quinn.
She's kind of hot too.
She
Her
actually
name's
was
that.
talking about how she wants to make a Harley Quinn movie. Like that's her dream. Is
Well,
to
then maybe
write a
she
Harley
should.
Maybe
Quinn
she
movie.
will.
Well, yeah, and then Kevin Smith gave her the bat, Harley Quinn's bat from the Suicide
Really?
movie, and she cried
Yeah,
for hours.
she is almost like Noelle Foley, but Noelle Foley's way fucking hotter.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, dude! Fucking Mick Foley's daughter is like a fucking 12.
It's amazing that man made that.
Seahawks
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Huh?
She's a Seahawks fan.
I
Yeah.
like that you're comparing Kevin Smith's daughter to Mick Foley's
Well,
daughter.
yeah, they're
like-
very like kind of similar in like. I mean, they're different, but they're both like kind of mystical fucking figures that like run on fucking fantasy. You know what I mean? Like they're both creators of fucking
They're like the Batman of X-Men
yeah,
movies.
they're dialogue fucking holders.
Dialogue.
Creating stories. I mean, a story is a story, right? Like, I mean, Mankind could be a comic
So-
book or a character, you know?
We kind of started
movie.
talking about it at the comic book shop. I said we should wait until we get on the cast. Preacher.
Preacher.
Are you guys caught up?
I am.
Yep.
Me too.
What are we? 3 eps in?
3 eps.
3 eps.
And
Not caught up. I've been there, but I haven't been there.
and so fucking
He's been there in spirit. He just hasn't
Yeah,
taken
yeah.
it all in.
I like
Makes sense.
the first episode. I was like, huh, like they're straying away from the comic book. I'm interested to see how they tie all this together. Second episode, I went, oh, they're not comic booking at all. They're like, they're taking some things from it. It's still the same characters and all that, but as far as like sticking to the comic book, not happening.
Really?
I'm pretty confused. I'm like, well, wait, what are they doing?
They're just making a story out of it?
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like.
That's kinda
mean,
cool.
they still have some, and I don't understand, like, so remember at the beginning of episode 2, they show the dude with the from the frontier times and stuff in the 1800s, and there's just that, like, scene of him. That, like, confused me, too, because then all of a sudden he's gone, but in the comic book, he's a major part of the story right away. So to me, it feels like they're really dragging it out. Like they're adding all of this stuff in there to drag out the actual storyline. It's very strange.
They're really doing it like a comic book.
Yeah.
Where it might take you 2, 3, 4 issues before you actually understand what's going on. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's weird because I don't hate it. I don't think it's bad or anything, and I do enjoy it. I guess I'm having a hard time separating it.
Yeah. I know, David, because we've watched them together quite a bit, and we kind of both feel the same way, right? Like,
yeah, like
it's good.
It's good, but we're not.
It's interesting, but
what is going on?
Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, because neither of us have read it.
Right.
I think you're the only one, and
probably the majority of people watching it haven't fucking read that shit.
Well, I mean, I had a friend, Giles, I was living with a long time. Like he was, just as into comics as you guys are, he fucking loved, like, swore by Preacher.
Preacher's
like,
it's one of the top, like, staples of the comic books. And
how old is the Preacher series?
I want to say it was like 90s, later 90s, mid 90s, or something like that.
Oh, they're still popping out
might even
new
be
ones?
earlier than that. No, they're not.
I do think once the story ties together, it all has potential. If like,
yeah,
but I can totally understand, like, and that's the exact same way I feel about Game of Thrones right now, because we are past the books, but at the same time, they've omitted so many different important characters, in my opinion, and plot lines, and instead of like focusing on them, some of them they've just combined into one character, just to fit it all in.
Yeah,
but
it's
it takes
very
away 'cause
strange.
it was so in depth and like.
Well, and that's the thing is that, like, with the Preacher book, in the first book, it really lays it out for you of like, okay, this is the plot, this is what's going on. Like, it's still kind of confusing and convoluted, but it brings it together. And I was kind of wondering because that, like, how they were gonna pull that off, like, with the whole fucking angels and the weird, like, that kind of stuff. But this one, it hasn't. And I kind of understand that because I kept wondering how they're going to pull it off, and now they're kind of like keeping that whole thing at bay in a way and just trying to make it more weird. Stylistically, I think it's great. I love in the second episode that fight in the church with the chainsaw and shit, and Cassidy goes in there and wrecks shop.
It was crazy.
That was awesome. Third episode, I felt like nothing really happened. Like, it was strange. But yeah, just a lot. Like, I feel like they're trying to stretch it out as long as possible. They're like seeing how well this does before they really, get the whole thing.
Dude, R's face makes me feel so weird. Like we're just reading his subtitles.
I want to touch him.
Why?
I just want to put my finger in the
Oh,
hole.
do they play subtitles when you guys watch it?
Yeah, he has his own.
He's got subtitles.
His own
but you can like fucking hear him perfectly.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. And in the comic book, all of his dialogue, like his bubbles, are just thu, 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 and then it has a little asterisk with what he's saying at the bottom.
Nice.
So it's like you can't understand what
I
he
wish
says
they
at
would have
all.
went that. I would
Right?
like to have it. Yeah, like straight up, dude. Like, yeah.
And I mean, they did pretty good. He looks pretty gnarly, Comic wise, he was even more gnarly. But
And what's the story that he like tried to mock shoot himself in the head after Kurt Cobain?
Yeah,
died? Is
after,
that why he has
exactly?
Okay.
He shot himself with a
because
shotgun.
they haven't really mentioned that on the show.
I know, which I thought was weird too. It was like, why don't you clear this up or do like a little, flashback?
I did
to
love his
show it?
introduction.
They probably
though, 'cause
will, though.
He goes to visit him, and you have no idea who he's walking up the stairs towards. And there's this guy just like taking raw meat into a blender with all this other protein. And
Yeah,
shit.
that was
And
kind of
just,
cool.
so
through
he
the
can
straw.
sip it through a straw.
I love every time he comes to the scene, the person's like, ah!
Yeah,
So I just thought, okay, it happens every time. But so it's weird. It's like 3 episodes deep, and I still am not sure really how I feel about it. Like I think I like it, but I'm not 100% sold.
Yeah, but it's
Dude.
cool. I'm going to keep watching.
Did you guys watch the fucking that Showtime fucking show?
Wait, what?
Outsiders or some shit?
Are you talking about the Cinemax,
Outcast.
Cinemax show? Outcast?
Outcast.
By Robert Kirkman.
I watched the first one. I have the second one ready to go. I think I'm saving it for the
Holy
plane.
fucking hell, man! I could as soon as that kid smashed his fucking face, I was like, I'm out.
You couldn't do it?
Nah,
you
man.
didn't watch it?
Not into
but
it.
But you do not like horror at all.
Not into it at all.
It's a pretty interesting first scene. For
Yeah,
sure.
so, and then the thing is, so that is complete opposite of what Preacher is doing, where it's following the comic book.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Did
like,
you
shot
hear the
for
interview
shot.
with that guy?
Yeah, Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, that's the guy who wrote The Walking Dead.
And that was the
writes
thing,
Walking
too. I
Dead.
was like, do we really need another Robert Kirkman show?
Did you hear how he got that show?
Yeah, he sold it before he wrote the comic
Yeah,
book
like
to Fox.
two.
You just asked me if I listened to the interview, and then you asked me if I
was just
knew
making
something.
sure. I was just making sure you did.
Yeah, but that is super interesting.
Yeah.
He, like, you know...
Like 2 years in, was just at a party and like,
'Cause Walking
what do you
Dead
got
was
next?
killing.
Well, I kind of got this idea.
I wanna do this,
and
and
then
they're
boom,
like,
next
all
Monday.
right.
That Monday was like rolling.
And
like,
so
yeah, write it.
that one is totally following the comic book. Like, the first episode was the first book, like, frame for frame.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting.
Have you read it?
Yeah.
Dang,
And,
of course you have.
And so
Stupid
I...
question.
No,
Jesus
I'm not completely caught up on it, and I will be interested to see what happens with that because it was so much like the comic, but it's gonna be ahead of the comic book soon because he's not that far ahead. That was his advantage with Walking Dead was years ago, so he has a bunch of it already written. This one
Right.
now it's already like
Well,
surpassing.
he must know what he wants to do with it,
Oh,
though,
I'm
at least
sure.
for a little while.
And I like it. It's really subtle. It's kind of slow moving, and they're kind of It's kind of it takes a minute, but
Fuck that, dude. That shit was.
I thought the
fucking
acting
heart-pounding.
was kind of hit or miss for me.
yeah, totally. God, what's that dude from? I can't. Place
main
him
dude?
now. Yeah,
I can't remember
I
either.
can't,
But he's super familiar.
Yeah, he's in some shit.
Man, Cinemax trying to reboot. Not be fucking Skinemax.
Well, yeah, and they got
They're trying to be a player.
God, they got another show coming out that's going to be really badass.
I really want to watch Dice.
What else does Cinemax have coming out? They got another show.
They got the Scarlet,
They're picking up Scarlet.
Yeah.
yeah. So that'll be interesting.
which
is that?
I just got the. I'm going to read the books because I'm
Do
super
it.
interested because
Yeah,
it's
and
based
I'm
in
not-
Portland again.
right?
Of course.
Well,
And,
it's Bendis, and he lives here.
Yeah,
so-
Of course.
And
They all
apparently
do.
she's like beating up cops and stuff. So
Nice.
I'm into that.
Hey, well, you're into
And what's so funny about Bendis is that he's like created these new characters, and that's what I love about him too. He takes most people, they get on Marvel, they start writing for them, and they play it safe. They want to make them happy. They want to do this stuff. Bendis just fucks with them, dude. He's killing characters. He's going all kinds of crazy. He's creating new characters, and so this will be his second new character that gets a show picked up. Because he created Jessica Jones in like 2002 or something like that. Like she's not an old character by any
Hell
means.
yeah.
And
He's
then
just fucking-
Scarlet was
He's
pretty
writing them
soon,
down,
too.
getting shows.
Bendis is a badass.
Yeah.
Bendis the badass.
So you, the listener,
hello.
if you're listening to this, then
Don't jump
Game
off
of-
a bridge.
Game of Thrones episode 9 has already aired.
Oh man.
that's
So this
right.
is the second to last.
Second to last episode of season 6.
Dang, dude, that shit's flying by.
David, what's it called?
The Battle of the Bastards.
All
Battle.
right.
So we're
Yes.
assuming Jon
Jon Snow's
Snow
going to war.
and Ramsay Bolton are going to
Snow-
be facing.
I
Snow-
hope he fucking kills that son. of a
Actually,
bitch.
it's Snow versus Snow.
I think that's where
No,
we can
no.
use it.
Wasn't Ramsey or Ramsey
He was,
Snow?
yeah.
Well, he was a Snow, but,
he
yeah,
got-
he's officially
But
a Bolton.
technically, Snow or
I think that's
Jon
where we can
got-
use the word bastard.
offered
Ramsay
that.
Bolton is a bastard.
They're both bastards, man.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh,
Literally, though.
Damn
like
it.
the actual use of the word.
yeah. Remember today we were talking about like you can't use bastard.
Yeah, you can.
Why can't you use bastard?
It just actually means something. It's not just a.
I know. Nobody
A word
uses
like
the word,
jerk
Like
or-
that was such a bastard. Like you don't ever do
Well,
that.
I think
I've
this
heard
might
people
be
say it.
this might be the best episode of the entire season.
probably
like
will
the
be.
way it's sounding because the director is really excited about it. He said it was the first, like basically this entire time they've always showed battles. They've shown kind of the start, a bit of the middle, and then the finish, but never from start to finish.
Oh, they're going
And
full like
they're
Gangs
going
of New York.
full on. They had
yeah.
had 300 people on the camera crew, like 500 horses, 600 extras. It's like as big as you can get for TV battles.
It's a war.
It's going to be phenomenal. And then on
It's
the,
a battle.
On the
It's a
flip
war.
side, it sounds like Asha and Theon are going to show up in Slaver's Bay
Right.
and possibly try to
Try to
form a
mingle
coalition
with
with Daenerys.
Yeah, I hope
I mean, it
so.
makes sense.
It does.
What did I don't, who is that?
Asha, the
Theon.
yeah, the
Greyjoy.
Yeah.
the Greyjoys.
Is he the Theon is the one that got fucked up, right? His dick cut off.
Yeah, which would be cool for him to meet Grey Worm, so Grey Worm can kind of like,
So they can rub their stuffs together.
yeah,
They can trib.
they can just have scissor sex like the Lesbos do.
It's like fucking rubbing clits,
Pookie.
but it's just like fucking.
Sorry.
But yeah, when I saw the
LGBTs.
little next time on Thrones and they showed the battle going on, I was so stoked. I was like, yes, we need Jon and Ramsay to fight, and fuck, I hope nothing bad happens.
Last episode we didn't get any
Jon can't die,
Jon
man.
Snow.
No, there's no
So this
Yeah,
episode's
he
going to be
can't
all Jon Snow.
I don't want
Snow
that
is
giant to
fucking-
die either.
He's
man.
already died.
Yeah, the giant.
and he
man.
looked badass.
What's his name? Win
Wimhoff.
Wig
He's,
one.
Oh,
Wim
it's
Hof.
Wim Hof. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wim Hof.
Yeah.
Wim Hof is actually a
He is
giant in
Wim
Game
Hof.
of Thrones.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we watched.
That's hilarious.
we watched.
Like, no way.
That's how we
He
got
got
hyped
you.
for today, man. That's how we tried to get
You watched some Wim
get
Hof.
out.
Yeah, Chase woke up and did meditation, and then we watched the Wim Hof
Wim
video.
Hof, dog.
So
Yeah.
Controlled
in that
breathing.
last episode, I think that we kind of got a hint that Brienne and Jamie are going to have to battle soon. I think that's going to
Maybe.
happen.
Or maybe they'll never see each other.
Maybe they'll fuck.
No, man. I think that was
think
a
there's some
blatant
sexual tension.
foreshadowing of that they're gonna have to fight each other, and one of them's gonna die, and it's gonna be like
It's gonna be her.
sad.
Well,
when and where?
I-
Because she's down the river.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
Gonzo.
but
She
now
left.
for
She's
now,
Tori Gonzo.
but
dude.
she's just going to meet back up with Sansa,
I think it was more of a foreshadowing of their unspoken, unmentioned love for each other.
Yeah, I think that's it too.
You know?
and that's why I think it would make sense storytelling wise for there to be this tragic, like, well,
I don't
even
think
though
so.
we have this unspoken feelings for each other, we have these principles that we stand by that now are clashing.
Does anybody have a theory on the Cersei Qyburn? Is that
Qyburn?
Qyburn? Is that the maester who brought back
Maester Qyburn.
the mountain?
Brought back Clegane.
Yeah.
What his little
rad,
birds
he's
found
back.
out?
Well, I think what his little birds found out.
Yeah, because she was.
They mentioned
Oh,
the
yeah,
rumor.
and
The
what-
rumor's
yeah,
true.
Are the rumors true? Yes, my queen, very much so.
Oh wait, what was he talking about? I can't.
We don't know.
We don't know.
No. Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
we
trying to
won't-
remember context because I
we
remember
won't
when he
know.
said that. I thought, oh, he's talking about this, but now I can't fucking think about it.
I mean, I think the obvious answer would be wildfire. Like, there's another hidden cask in King's Landing because all these foreshadowings, like when Bran started, touching into the werewood and seeing future and past events, he saw King's Landing on fire. He saw the cask of wildfire. Like, there's been little.
But is that a
flashes.
rumor? Because we know that that's there.
We
Right.
do.
That's
So
not a
yeah.
rumor.
So maybe it has to be something different.
I
So
think-
Cersei asked him, "Are the rumors?"
I think
true?
it must have something to do with the past of the High Septon.
Right.
There's something about him.
yeah,
Because we don't
that
know
could
nothing
be.
about him. He's just kind of was put in place. And now he's like, he runs the show for everybody.
Right.
How far are you on your rewatch, dude?
I am. God, I started 2.5 weeks ago, and I'm up to episode 4, season 5.
Wow,
You're almost
that's
there.
pretty good.
You're almost caught up.
I've been plowing, yeah. I don't know that I'll reach my goal of getting to the finale by the finale, but
Should we fucking maybe Thrones it instead of Fight Club night?
we get Thrones.
Nah, what's Fight
And
Club?
so
We can do
Cersei
both.
was
Fight
also
Club.
told that there is no more battle by God. What do they call it? 'Cause she was she was confident
Trial by
that
combat
trial
is
by
now
combat.
illegal in the land.
Right,
That's
and
right.
that's why she had the
Which
mountain.
sucks because it effectively ended what people wanted to see was the Clegane Bowl, like Sandor versus.
And you just saw her.
But who
just-
would have
her-
picked?
She just fell out. She was like, what the f?
Well, yeah, I mean her shit is over, bro.
Who, Cersei?
Yeah,
And I'm like rooting for her. I can't
I
help it.
like Cersei.
I'm
Well,
like,
it's
I feel the
weird.
Lannisters right
She
now.
is they are anti-heroes, and that was the thing that they made them the villains so that you hated them, but then there were even worse villains out there, and so now it's kind of like, oh,
Everybody
shit,
is
like,
kind of a villain.
right.
Jamie and
it's-
Tyrion are the only ones that I've ever cared for.
Yeah, I
You
mean
know,
Cersei, I'm kind of like, yeah, she's kind of got what's coming to her.
Yeah, fuck her.
You
Kill
can
her.
only spin the same web around the same people so many times before you get nipped in the
Oh,
eye.
she's
And that's-
she's a total cunt. Like she's
But-
a terrible,
Whoa,
terrible person.
Heartsea.
But does-
Heartsea.
But doesn't the prophecy say that
Cunt
she will
boys.
see all of her children die?
She'll
So
see all her
needs
children
to-
die,
and then
and-
she's supposed to die with Jamie,
and
right?
she'll be replaced by a younger queen type thing.
This
yeah,
is her, like, well, this
that
is how I'm
happened
going
already.
out.
but not
Right.
necessarily.
yeah, but
that was so temporary that I'm thinking it'll be an actual replacement,
Something else.
like
Either
like Daenerys,
or
possibly.
and
But she still has one child alive.
right.
Young,
So-
innocent Tommen.
He's kind of a nice guy.
But that could also be
he's just
Marjorie's
young. He's gonna be a
little
prick.
plan with him, is that like get him to do all this, get rid of his family, and then off him. somehow.
Marjorie is plotting and scheming right now.
Plotting
She's
and scheming,
She's like the
scheming and
redhead,
plotting.
right?
She's better than Cersei because she doesn't show her true colors
No.
only to the ones who she absolutely trusts.
And I love
you know?
her. She looks so much
Yeah,
better
Marjorie's
in Game
a
of
redhead.
Thrones
Yeah,
than she
she's
does in
hot.
Hunger
Dude,
Games.
she looks great when she's all dirty.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
badass.
Have you ever rubbed one out to Game of Thrones? Like by yourself?
No,
No?
I have to Melisandre a couple
Yeah, I
times.
have to.
I don't know why.
when she took off her necklace, I
She's
was
got
like,
she's got an amazing pair.
oh.
Even if she's like
David's a
170.
tin man. He's a goddamn
She's
tin man.
hot.
She is.
Although
hot.
her, you know what, her singing. Have you seen her video?
No, but I just started following her on Instagram. I know she's Prager's.
Nice.
don't know nothing
Dude,
about
that's
Perfect.
your...
Ruins my fucking
Holy
plan.
Get on
Jesus, yeah.
YouTube her and find
your
her song
goddamn
because
wet
it
dream.
is
Song?
terrible. You will hate it.
Oh, that's like God, what's her name that plays Jessica Jones? Kristen Ritter.
Yeah.
She's in a band.
Does it suck?
Ooh, it's pretty bad.
Well, Zeb and I, we discovered about, like Grey Worm's a rapper.
Grey Worm raps.
English rapper.
British rapper.
The guy who
Whoa.
plays Braun had like a remake of Unchained Melody that like charted in England in the mid
Dude,
90s.
Do you know
Check
what Grey
this fact
Worm's
out.
name
Holy
is?
shit.
His rap name?
Oh, and
Because I'm trying to place him like.
I don't know.
Dude, fucking Jamie Lannister is a fucking... He's Finnish. He's from Finland.
That's
Yeah.
your big breakthrough.
Swear to God, dude.
yeah, I'm
he grew up
thinking-
in like a fucking little farm.
Why do
I
you
believe
think
it. He
that's
looks it.
surprising?
That's crazy.
Well,
Why is
have
that
you ever read his
surprising?
actor name? Because it's kind of
Yeah, it's like fucking...
Finnish.
Yeah. He's fucking...
Grey Worm's Rowley Ritchie is his rap name.
Raleigh
Ritchie.
Ritchie.
Rally
Who
Ritchie?
was Tyrion's whore who Tywin was with, who he ended up choking out?
That was sad.
Do you remember her name?
That
I
was
did
rough.
until you brought her up.
No,
And now I-
anyway, she's
Shay.
Shay used to do pornos in Germany.
Because she was fucking his dad.
She's
What a
on
whore.
the she's on the internet.
Good connection.
Remember that shit? And then he fucking wrapped the chain around her and fucking around the bed, dude, off the bed. That shit was badass.
My,
you've seen it.
I'm
Jesus.
really curious to see
That
what
shit is badass.
what Varys is up to, because this is like the third or fourth time he's just disappeared from a city or a situation
Yeah.
where things
I don't
are just
understand that guy.
I've got to
I
go.
don't understand.
Yeah.
He's like, I had to leave for a little while.
Yeah, what is his deal?
And they tried
He's
to
making shit
They tried to
happen,
play
bro.
up like Tyrion's loneliness last episode.
Yeah, Tyrion loves him.
Well, that
This
that,
is only
what I
friend.
do. That
I
drinking
drink
scene
and-
with
I drink and I know things.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
but yeah, with
Tell
Miss-
us a joke. That was great.
Yeah, that was tight.
the jokes situation was
That was
awesome.
tight.
It was funny.
When they fucking finally loosened up and then
Now
fucking
Grey Worm's like, I hear jokes all the time. dude."
soldier hear jokes all the time. Yeah.
Pretty good. Ooh, you know what was on last night? I believe it should be on the DVR. We haven't watched it yet. Is the first episode of the new season? Check it out.
Oh, don't fuck! I watched it. I watched
Oh,
it
you did
fucking
watch it?
4 times. I
You watched it 4 times?
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, I forgot
Why do you
about
think
it.
I kept texting you oh shit, what was red?
I love how Chase won't catch up on things, but then he'll watch one thing 20 times.
Just binge it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then he acts like you're totally missing out on the cool thing.
Why haven't
he's
you
been
watched
watching.
it yet?
That's unbelievable. It was about cars.
Okay,
Check
car
it out.
episode.
Check
good.
it out.
I gotta watch
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Chase, you've been watching Bloodline.
Yeah, you've been going off.
I'm done.
So without
Finished it.
spoiling it for everybody,
I can't, it's
how do
fine.
you feel about it?
It's a fucking fantastic story.
See,
It's great.
I've been trying to watch it,
It's
and
so
it's
good.
so fucking slow.
What the fuck? No, it's not.
So slow.
The writing is so good.
Well,
Yeah,
to
it's-
Abba's point, you took a while to get on board.
Yeah, it took me a while.
Like,
it
you
did take
know.
me a
Well,
while.
that's exactly what I was saying.
But it always takes me a little bit.
It does take it a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, and I want to like it. Like, it is interesting. And Linda Cardellini, oh my god, I
Cherry
want to
red.
marry her.
That's it. That's all I gotta say. Cherry red.
Okay.
I want to marry her so bad.
I've been trying to watch it, and I think I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. And I like it. I think it's
Has
good.
it picked up at all?
I didn't even really find it that slow. I've
Yeah,
been
shit
enjoying
gets
it.
crazy.
The thing about me is I'm scared of what's going to happen.
Oh,
like
it's fucked up. It's
the-
nuts.
That
the
Danny
whole
boy, huh?
family element.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It just hits me. Like, it makes me think about my
Family
family
shit,
and stuff.
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there.
Chase's exact quote: Abba, this show makes your family look like the Obamas.
Yeah.
That's what he said to
What does
me.
that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, dude.
Got a fucked up family.
Yeah, it looks fucking. Yeah,
But
it does.
yeah, so I've only watched
Their
a
family's
couple
fucked.
episodes and I like it. So I just gotta.
I finished season 2.
I've just got
straight up.
ADD lately, and like really heavy dialogue based shit is just hard for me to sit.
I feel
You got to
that.
be in the
I
you got to
feel
be in the
that.
mood for it
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't like get on your phone or like get on your laptop.
No, you gotta pay
like,
attention, and
yeah,
I'm
like-
so like I don't know, something about my brain lately
dense,
is just
yeah.
like I'm just video games, shit that's moving.
Yeah, you need quick.
Yeah.
That quick shit. I feel
Yeah.
that.
So I read this little thing that Curb Your Enthusiasm is returning to HBO.
I saw something about that too. Is
Yeah.
I just watched the Larry David
Season 9?
I guess
Season
so.
9.
Yeah, I don't know too many details about it or anything, but that's gonna.
I'm sure it'll be
fucking
improv.
cool.
it's going to be funny.
Yeah, it should. Be
I don't
fun.
think I ever saw season 7 or 8.
No.
really.
Yeah.
I
When was,
I
like,
watched
when the
those
black
so
people
long
moved in
ago.
with them?
Well, the Meet the Blacks
Yeah.
season with what was his name? I
Well,
can't.
yeah. What fucking?
It was
season
so
was
long
But
ago
it was
that I
like-
watched that shit.
Oh God,
Shit was
who
so
were the
good.
actors? Anyways, that was hilarious.
That shit was funny.
But
as fuck.
I haven't seen shit because I guess he moved to New York in the storyline because he divorced Cheryl.
Right.
I've never seen that.
That's
I heard
pretty
about the
good.
Parkinson's episode with Michael J. Fox.
That's like the last episode. Yeah. That one was fucking actually really good.
That's what I
And
heard.
he
Because
does
Fox
really-
took it in stride as far as like
Yeah, like you could tell he was into it. Like
Yeah.
he loved it. It
wasn't he his upstairs neighbors and he
Yeah, he
kept,
was his
kept
upstairs
stomping
neighbor, and
around
he'd come up like, "What are you doing?" He's wearing like heavy boots.
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, these stopped me from shaking."
and he goes,
as
"Oh
much."
yeah, the Parkinson's." And I was like,
It was pretty good. Yeah, so I mean, I'm on board with Larry David doing anything right
Have
now.
you seen
know?
the comedians getting coffee in cars? Fucking episode with Larry David.
I haven't.
I think so.
Remember the
I'm
Obama
not sure.
one where he could only drive around the White House? 'Cause
Yeah.
he couldn't take the president out.
Yeah, I went on a fucking crackle fucking bender the other night, and
Did you watch the new one with Gaffigan?
Yeah, I did.
I watched it last
It
night.
was
Pretty good.
Is he,
In
the,
the
is he the
park.
new KFC guy?
Yeah.
No,
Been
Norm
one of them.
Macdonald.
Well, there's been
No.
multiple.
Has
Yeah,
there
they-
been?
No, McDonald got
He-
replaced.
Yeah,
Really?
they've been switching them through.
They've been,
Yeah, he
they're doing it
was.
on purpose. They're cycling through.
He was the
different
one
guys.
after Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was.
So he's the current guy.
And I think Daryl Hammond was before
Norm.
Macdonald.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Colonel.
We should go get some double downs.
You're
after
up
this.
on your
I'm so
Colonel,
down, dude.
Dude,
Colonel
double down.
chronology.
Dang. Yeah.
Some brown fucking gravy and shit. Holy fucking fuck.
All right. Well, let's switch gears here real quick. I just want to mention last weekend I had a couple of different things I went and did on the solo dolo
Uh-oh.
whilst everybody else was otherwise occupied. I went to a mini toy show in Vancouver
Right.
at I think it's called the Higgins Theater, something like that. I ran into Mikey from Rogue Toys and got this cool Ralph McQuarrie concept R2D2 C3PO action figure
Yeah, it looks
set.
badass.
So shout out to the Vancouver toy junkies and everybody up there.
It's really cool.
And then I went and checked out the Geek Craft Expo
Yeah, how
over
was
by
that?
Lloyd Center. It was cool. It was a lot of interesting homemade stuff. A lot of Deadpool.
He's so hot right now.
Deadpool logos made out of every possible material you
that
could think of.
console's so hot right now.
Thanks for getting that.
Yeah, have you guys watched Zoolander 2 yet?
No.
No.
Holy fucking
Two-lander?
You guys are fucking behind the times.
Yeah, it's just not on my...
Was it any good?
I don't
Yeah.
care about it at all.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Chase
It was,
loved it.
it was in and out of the theater, like, you know.
Chase is fantastic is about a 3 on a general scale. 3 out of 10. Chase,
On the
fantastic.
Yeah, I watched Three Ninjas again on YouTube the other day.
Good job.
Wow.
But it wasn't the HD version. And, like, for whatever reason, there's, like, this 3D version on there. So there's 2 fucking screens. And it was so annoying, dude.
So
So I couldn't fucking find
I
a good
think
copy.
That's for VR.
Sucked.
let's try
fucking frustrating.
touch on... There's a lot of video game news
Yeah.
because E3 just happened.
Ooh.
But let's try to touch on these comics.
Just some comics
real
real quick. Nothing major. We're not going to ruin your day, Chase.
I don't care.
DC Rebirth
DC
started.
Rebirth.
And just so everybody knows, I'm fucking way behind on comics. I'm not caught up at all. I was on vacation and shit. Didn't really get a chance to read. I'm like currently reading the Planet Hulk shit to try to get caught up for Thor.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, 2 Wednesdays ago, I bought Superman Rebirth #1 and Batman Rebirth #1.
Right.
The following week, I went to the comic book store,
And
and there's DC Universe Rebirth, Superman #1, and DC Universe Batman #1.
Right.
And they're totally different books.
Right.
What does that mean?
That is them trying to do like a new 52. I mean, it's just it's another event. I don't know. I mean, it's probably.
How do you know what the difference is between the? Because they don't have like if they had different names.
One is Rebirth.
If one was the Uncanny Batman,
right? So one is Universe Rebirth, right? Because you said DC Universe Rebirth. So
one of them says Universe and one of them doesn't.
And I mean, they kind of did that with the all new 52 too.
Wow.
Also, with the all new 52 too. With the Batman, there was like three or four different Batmans going on. And I mean, it is fucking confusing. Be careful; it doesn't taste that good.
Because of course, I go in and I see them like, wow, there's new. I'll say I'm gonna get all these #1s, and then the next week there's a whole new thing of #1s.
That was the first time I've looked at because I'm a DC guy, but that was the first time I've seen like new shit. And I was very confused because in one of the Supermans there was Superman and Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Why? How?
I don't know.
So
That's
that
what
must
I
be
don't know
like-
what the is going on.
They're probably trying to pull fucking a crazy Marvel, like the universes are all jumbled.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty
shit.
clearly that's what they're doing.
Because it's just
Doomsday
weird,
looked
man.
legit though. I love Doomsday.
Everything I've read so far is awesome, and it looks.
See,
great.
I like the Superman and the Batman more so, but like the core title of Rebirth, I just couldn't hang with it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just something about all the characters together and how they interact that just doesn't grab me the same way that Marvel's do.
Okay.
When
But
do you do most of your reading, Abba?
Usually weekend mornings.
Weekend mornings.
When do you do yours, Chase?
I don't have time.
But then I usually read books during the week.
That's why I'm asking. I'm just curious. When
You got
find time.
5 hours of napping gets in the way of your
You
reading.
gotta
time?
check it out the first episode 4
Oh,
times.
dude, it's so fucking good.
Well, I've been trying to get better about reading before bed too, but that's usually I'm reading books.
I've been so exhausted lately that I can barely even get through one book before bed.
Is it because all the planets are in retrograde?
I think that's.
I'm
it.
sure.
We're all
I'm
suffering from
sure
the
that's what
same
it is.
Invisible monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
That was
Well,
moon.
it
going
could
on?
be. Well, there
No,
was just a
it's always
black
going on.
hole pulse that went through and fucking
Oh.
affected all of us.
Maybe
From this black hole that's like 1.4 billion light years
Was this
away,
like,
but
2
the
weeks ago?
magnetic pulse from it, fucking a couple weeks
All right,
ago, the
makes sense,
pulse
then.
like reached us.
I'll take it. I'll take that. That's what I got. Fucking black holed. I've been fucking.
Black hole in my cornhole.
Yeah, I've been black holed the last 2
The
weeks.
Civil War II books
Yeah.
are fantastic.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, and
Yeah, I
that's
picked
the
those up
thing
last
is that
week.
Marvel is just getting really good writers on their shit.
Yeah.
You got
Stabella,
Bond, you
dude.
got no, he's not doing any Marvel books.
And there's
but,
no T.
but you got Colin Bunn, you got Bendis,
Colin.
you got the
semi
Colin Bunn. I know Bunn Colin
in the oven.
Colin.
Bun.
But yeah, the Civil War IIs are good. I'm still not caught up on it all.
Zeb, what the fuck? Tell me about Civil War II. I want to hear your perspective.
Well, I mean, there's not much of it, but so far it's great.
Like
How about
what?
that?
Like how good?
Well, She-Hulk
Okay.
is hot.
Okay.
I know. I've always
She's like a lawyer, and she's got like these red bottom high heels on, and she looks phenomenal.
Okay.
The
Like, is
hottest
she
comic
like
book
hot
girl.
like before she goes Hulk mode?
Yeah, when she's just like she's regular, but she's got kind of
When she goes Hulk mode is like girl bodybuilder where she has like a fucking snail for a clit. Like you can just see it
I don't
bulging.
think they show her.
Does that shit just fucking get swole?
Like China?
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Because when fucking girls take steroids, man, that shit is
Okay.
real.
I'm
Well-
so glad we gave the girl at the comic book shop her sticker and stuff.
I am too.
I gave her a sticker.
She was hella nice.
I don't.
She's gonna love hearing you talk about She-Hulk
These
snail clip.
misogynistic chauvinists.
I was just joking. It was a joke.
Doesn't matter if it's a joke.
Yeah, it
That's the
does.
thing about joking these days.
I don't give a shit.
You might as well be serious.
I'm not though. That's no way to live.
No way
Being
to live.
serious.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
So
It was a fucking joke.
Han Solo #1.
It's a known fact. Girl
yeah,
bodybuilders
I
have
didn't
big-ass clits.
finish it, but I mean I liked it so far. I thought it was cool. You know,
It was like watching young Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher.
yeah.
I don't know that I'm complete. We talked about this last time a little bit, but how they're basically turning Han Solo into a racer.
Right, which is strange.
Which is a movie he already done. So, I mean, it could be close.
What?
Didn't fucking Harrison Ford do Eraser? Oh, no, that was Arnold.
Racer. Like race car driver, except in a spaceship.
I said they're turning Han Solo into an eraser.
Yeah, so basically Disney has decided that a big part of Han Solo's expanded universe is going to be that he's really into racing.
Which,
I can
that's
dig
why
that.
he did the Castle Run.
He's kind of a gambler and kind of like
I mean, it makes sense.
you know?
Yeah, I
Why
mean,
not?
I guess that would be like
He's
you're a
kind of
racer and then you start you're not making enough money off of that, so then you get into smuggling. Why not? I can see it. But I'm not really interested in racing that much. Damn it, Chase.
Oh, yeah, eat that.
Anything
But
else?
did you see what Charlie Cox said, the dude that plays Daredevil, said about Han Solo?
No, what did he say?
Oh my God, Chase, you smell like shit.
Jesus.
That's guacamole.
That's some spicy guacamole.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Charlie Cox from Daredevil said that
Trying to focus after that. Bob.
Daredevil got in the way of him. He wanted to audition
he
for
wanted
the
to be
young
Han Solo.
He would have been a great Han Solo.
Right? He would have
Damn.
done a good young
Oh, the
Han.
guy from the Netflix Daredevil?
Yeah.
I can't fucking picture him because he's got glasses on. I don't know what he looks like. You know what I mean?
He's invisible.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sure, you'd be a great Han Solo. Take off the glasses. I don't. Jesus Christ.
No, he would have been cool. But he said that he really wanted to do it, and he thought that he had a great chance, but because of his stipulations with Daredevil, he just wasn't able to.
Maybe made the right.
So now we get, what's his name? Aaron Reich?
I think so.
How many? Do you know they're
And-
doing a third season of Daredevil, right? They got to, right?
I
never
think
finished it.
so. I never finished it.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, they got Luke Cage coming out next, and then you're gonna have Iron Fist, and then you're gonna
Kingpin's
have
finally
Jessica
Kingpin
Jones,
now.
season
Right.
2.
Jessica Jones season 2, Punisher.
Did Punisher
Season
die
1.
in Daredevil?
No, he's getting his
made
own
it.
show.
Cool.
And then I think we're gonna get. I think from the rumor I heard, we'll have a Defenders. Before we have Daredevil season 3. Which
So
will be-
Netflix, we might not even go to the movies in the next 5 years, 6 years.
well, that's not true. There's still Star Wars to see.
What if Star Wars strikes
also-
a Netflix deal?
Speaking of Daredevil,
That'd be
I
badass.
did love how Arya Stark pulled a Daredevil at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
That was badass.
Terminator. Fucking next level.
T-1000. All right, so
What's that girl's name? Who's the fucking
Waif?
Terminator?
They
The
called her
waif?
the waif.
Jesus fucking that is like straight. I mean, you saw
The
movie.
Fisherman's Wife.
You know, I can't
Yeah.
remember her from the books, but in my rewatching, she mentioned that she too was from some. Oh wait, never mind. That was a test that she gave Arya. She's like, "Was I telling the
It
truth?"
was fake.
Yeah.
She was lying.
Yeah,
She's just
Right, where she
The
gave
lion
her
bitch.
background.
She's just a terminating liar.
yeah. That because I mean, we were all saying that, and obviously everybody was saying that shit. But
So,
like that meme. of
That,
her.
yeah, that GIF.
Yeah, the GIF.
How's that?
it's
I say
technically
GIF.
GIF.
It's GIF, but fuck that. It's
Yeah,
GIF.
I say
It's a hard G.
That was a good GIF.
And I
It
go
stands for
and I
graphics.
go hard T gift.
Well, yeah, but there is no T.
There's no T.
Hard or not.
It's GIPH.
But I look at it like I'm sending you a fucking gift. Like this is
That's fair. It's very
fun.
generous.
Dude, what was that one I had the other day? I found it was like so perfect.
I can't
Remember that
remember.
one? Fuck.
Of what?
There's this gift that was like, all right, I can't remember.
You didn't drop the hard T.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
gift.
immediately left off the T.
Which I think is the first time I've heard you say
The
it
very
without
next
the
time
T.
you use the word, you
Fuck. I wish
forgot
I
the
could
T.
remember that gift.
Let's talk E3.
E3 just happened. Tons of video game news. Holy balls.
What's E3?
E3 is the
like
big
video
video game
games,
conference. It's where a lot of people announce new games. They premiere new trailers.
Like they all like all the big fucking studios do like these huge like almost like fucking Steve Jobs performances.
I do like a panel.
They
and-
come out and they fucking the creator.
So it's a conference.
Yeah. It's kind of tight.
They do a Steve Jobs thing. Bethesda had some crazy shit. There was so much cool
Did you watch
shit.
the Sony one?
No, I didn't really watch any. I was just watching like the highlights as they came out, all the
A lot of
fucking
VR
trailers and
going
stuff.
on with Sony.
Dude, VR is I mean, I wanted to wait a little
Are you
bit
gonna buy it?
for the PlayStation VR, but now I'm thinking I want
Just
it.
Go for it. I
They
think it's
got
gonna be fun.
the Batman Arkham VR, which is you can be the Batman.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
$400.
Be the bat.
The Resident Evil VR, holy
Yeah,
shit,
that's gonna be scary
dude.
as fuck.
Yeah, man, and like that's where it's at, dude. Survival horror in VR is fucking next
Fuck
level,
that.
dude.
Fuck that.
That Resident Evil looked great. Another survival horror was Here They Lie, which looked fucking crazy.
That's a scary one, Chase.
That
trying to
looked
think,
crazy.
He's
What-
gotten better though. He watched The Shining recently, the whole way through.
Yeah, true.
You know?
So as long as a horror movie's over
tougher
20
than
years
that kid.
old,
Yeah,
It's not scary anymore if it's really
the
old,
age
right?
thing. That movie's creepy.
the
as
only
fuck.
like old horror movies that still fucking get me and are crazy are the Hellraisers, dude.
Oh, fuck that.
or
Hell-
it.
Yeah.
I thought it was stupid when I was a kid.
Cujo.
man. I just like
Fucking Cujo.
Cujo, too
I
much
thought it
for
was
you?
scary up until the
fucking
end
dog.
where he turns to the spider.
That dog
I'm
is
like,
terrifying. That the drool,
Cujo
the
is
drool
Jesus.
from that dog. Fuck that, man.
the drool from that dog.
Fucking horror.
But yeah, the
drool.
Hellraisers, man,
Horror
are still
drool.
like, whoa, they're fucking weird.
Yeah, just
always
the
liked
cover
that.
alone of that movie, the fucking all the nails sticking out of that guy's white bald head.
So what are you most looking forward to here?
Okay, so for me, I think For Honor looks fucking amazing, dude.
Is that the fucking robot dinosaur one?
No,
What is that one?
that one's like the Horizon Dawn.
Yeah, that shit. Looks
That one looks
tight.
interesting where you're a chick and
Yeah,
you're
you
going
got
through.
a fucking bow and arrow.
I think that one's called Horizon Dawn. That looks pretty cool. It looks very Far Cry primal to me.
Dude, I'm not a huge fucking God of War, but fuck, man, the new fucking God of War looks.
It
sick.
looks cool, but those games, I don't know, some about them just never really grabbed me. I'd
I'm
like
in
to
the
give it
same
a
boat,
try. Like
but-
I've tried playing the old ones before, and it never really got me. But this one looked good.
Yeah.
The new Spider-Man fucking
That looked
game
tight.
looks
That
awesome.
looked tight.
Because that's the thing with Spider-Man is that the games like were always cool, but there's so much physics you could do with Spider-Man, and it looks like this one they're really getting into it. This game Detroit Become Human.
I watched that.
That
yeah.
looks fucking
That's the guy from Heavy
crazy.
Rain.
It looks crazy.
They did Heavy
The developers did.
Yeah,
That's
they did.
awesome.
It's
Because
the same style.
yeah, it looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's just gonna be wacky, dude. That's your kind of game. You should play Heavy Rain. It's fucking awesome.
I think
dude.
you've recommended Heavy Rain to him before.
It's great. It's like you play 3 narratives. It's a fucking serial killer type shit, but it's fantastic.
But For Honor is the like fucking sword fight battle shit. It looks pretty cool.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different game, I think.
Um,
Is that the one where you can play like stealth and like or sword wielding and like it's like hella crazy?
I think you're thinking of Dishonored.
I am thinking that is Dishonored.
Dishonored
That
2
looks
also
nuts.
looks awesome. Have you played the first one?
No.
Dude, that first one was great. I mean, it totally
Dishonored looks like it would be hard as
It
fuck.
was hard, dude. There was like I got up at the very last level. I almost completely gave up. Like it was so fucking.
I know
difficult.
for sure I couldn't play Dishonored 2. Like there's so much mechanics and like
Well, and
so
that's the
much
thing
shit.
because they've totally
Fuck.
that movie or that game totally changed the way I look at stealth games. Because like with stealth, you always had like Metal Gear or Hitman and stuff.
Splinter Cell.
But
kinda tough.
Dishonored completely changed it, and it's really cool. So you have all these different abilities and ways in order to make it
It
happen.
looks fucking
so
really
the new
intense.
Dishonored looks awesome.
Dude, what's the game with the fucking kid and he's on that like real tall building with that big cat and shit?
Oh, Legend, Last Guardian.
That shit looks
The Last Guardian is
badass.
finally coming out. That one's been in development for
7-8 years or some
yeah,
bullshit, right?
and people thought it was never going to happen, but they're saying it's going to happen.
It looks cool.
Yeah, that one looks fucking awesome.
Like that like people like buy a PlayStation for that game.
Yeah, it looks
You know what I
amazing. And then Mass Effect on Andromeda looks crazy
yeah?
good. New Mass Effect, can't wait. Of course, I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1,
Yeah, that looked tight.
dude. I mean, just driving around those little planes and like I'm not a big first person shooter, dude. I do love ones with a good story, and that one just looks great.
They look pretty good. Did you watch actual gameplay?
Yeah, the new trailer has game.
Sorry, everybody.
The new
I'm
trailer.
yawning.
New trailer
bad.
has gameplay.
There's on IGN you can watch what the fucking players say about the game. It's kind of cool. Like they fucking a bunch of people play and then interview them. A lot of people are like, "Yeah, the guns were hard to get used to, but once you did, they're pretty cool." And, the tanks are slow, but they're real mighty. You know, like that kind of shit. But,
IGN.
yeah.
The X-Wing pilot
did you
VR
watch-
game looks fucking cool.
Did you watch all your
Star Wars? They had like a Star Wars hype video that was just kind of like showing them working on all this different stuff.
Did you watch all your G3 shit on your PlayStation?
E3 stuff? No, and like I said, I just went and watched. I was just looking at like highlights as they came in.
PlayStation.
I didn't watch it. I watched some
live
of
shit,
it.
and they banked like the.
Well, and also
banked a lot of
YouTube,
it.
as soon as you went on there, they were like, E3's going on, want to watch it? And I was like, nah, man, I don't want to watch people talk. I want to just see the trailers.
It was pretty tight.
Prey from Bethesda looked really good.
Yeah.
Mafia 3, I've been waiting for that. The trailers look amazing, dude. Like, that's going to be the shit. South Park, Fractured But Whole.
Yeah.
That one's going to...
They always
Fractured
knock
Butthole.
it out, dude. Their games are the best.
Fractured Butthole.
Oh, they've only had one other game.
Well, no, they had the
didn't-
64 game. They had
Those
Of
weren't
course they
them,
named it that
though.
way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the last game was the first one that they actually did, that they were actually involved with. The other ones, they just licensed it.
It's really cool because it's like literally playing South Park.
Well, yeah, the last one was so awesome. It was like
We just got Carled on the B.
What?
Carl Pozell in Las Vegas eating burgers, shouting out with the B.
nice.
Dang,
Thanks,
what kind of
Carl.
burger is that?
Carl?
I don't know what kind of burger this is.
It looks like he's got a pancake in the back.
Oh, it's called Smash Burger.
Looks like he's got
Smash
a
Burger.
pancake.
That's
Does that look like a
that's,
pancake?
That's the top. That's the top
bun.
bun. Yeah.
It looks like butter and syrup.
I can't think of the fucking South Park game's name. It was another play
The
on
old
words.
game?
Yeah, but that one was cool because it was like everybody was obsessed with Skyrim, so it was a total play on Skyrim. It played like an old Final Fantasy, and it was just amazing and hilarious. And then this new one is all superheroes. So they moved on from the LARPing, and now they're tackling superheroes. And the
gonna be
trailer
awesome.
is just making hella
gonna be
fun of that.
fucking awesome.
It's gonna be great. The new Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, probably the only reason I would get another Nintendo system. And
only reason.
Open world,
pretty
bro.
much.
Open
Open
world.
world looks-
Just like the first game.
That wasn't the first game.
Just like
You're
the
thinking
Nintendo.
of Ocarina of Time from the N64,
Yeah, you could roam.
which
yeah.
was the third game.
No, the first one on NES.
No, that was
The
N64.
old. He's talking about the
talking-
original.
Oh, you're
game.
talking about The Legend of Zelda,
no.
the first one.
could roam
I mean, you
on
could
that.
roam, but you couldn't do anything. You just have to fight people as they respawned.
Yeah, man. You could roam around, though.
That's true.
This one's open world.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
all
you could do that
cartoonish
in all of them. You could. They've never had really a linear game.
What was your favorite part about Zelda 64? Was it fishing?
I didn't play.
No,
Was it playing the flute?
the Ocarina.
I love that shit.
No, I think my favorite part was, I mean, that was the first time that you had an awesome horse in a game. Once you grew up and you became the teenager, then you got a fucking pretty badass horse.
I dig fishing. Fun as fuck.
I think also like one of my favorite parts of that was all the little extras and little puzzles you could solve. Like there's the one with the bean guy and you like buy these magic beans and then as you go and plant them and then eventually you get like a bunch of special shit. That's one of those games that I fucking go back and play like every few years. I'm thinking about playing it again and twitching.
Would you
it.
say it's your favorite game of all time?
It's probably
Yeah, man. Would you give it
probably.
3 Bs?
I'd give it 3 Bs.
That's
4 or 5.
next level.
God, there's another game that I didn't write down here that was like just announced or something that I wanted to talk about, but I don't have it on my notes.
If I don't have a note, I can't talk.
I
Well,
got
hey,
it.
check this out. I wanted to mention that We Out Here magazine
What
is
up?
putting on a new Saturday market in Northeast Portland.
Yeah,
this
I've
summer.
I've talked to some people that went and they said that it was really cool.
What is that?
I talked to Max Smith today about it, and he said that they are looking for vendors also. So if you
Let's vend.
want to vend,
Yeah, let's vend.
they're noon to 7 over there on MLK between Alberta and
Also,
Prescott.
dude, just take a cooler of like Gatorades and waters and $1.50 each.
I think you have to have a permit to sell.
Fuck, man.
Beverages.
Get a little grill.
Just do some steaks.
Should we sell toys and comics?
$5, man.
I could start my own booth.
The $5 hot
I mean,
dog.
yeah,
and,
just bring out our long boxes and fucking
Yeah, start selling them
toys.
off. 25-cent.
So go to the Northeast Portland Saturday Market.
Yeah,
Shout out
definitely
to
check
We
it
Here
out.
magazine.
I've been meaning to make it out there, and I've heard great things about it, and that it's still small, it's still new, but it's got
Boys,
people.
look at
and
what
it's got
time it
vendors.
is.
It's 420.
It is
my
motherfucking
God. 420. So on that note, then, do you guys have any?
Happy everybody.
Regrets?
420. Yeah, a lot.
Regrets?
You have regret?
No.
Shout out to Stoopid Burger.
Yeah.
Man, I don't
Nah,
get that meal. Yeah, yeah.
I honestly, I want like 3 more of those fucking burgers.
I could eat
man,
another
let's go
one.
back.
I could eat another one.
It cost me $42 to
Yeah.
get 3 more of those burgers, but
Yeah.
I would eat them.
Drop a 50
eat 'em.
burger on
Shout out to
burgers.
You know,
books
like
with
it
pictures.
didn't, like leave
Yeah.
me feeling oh, you know what I mean?
No, it
wasn't,
was
like,
just enough.
It wasn't like hella greasy or like
No,
it was
it
like
was-
fucking balls.
That's what I'm
guys,
saying.
you know
Like,
what?
I was full, but I wasn't like sickly full.
Yeah,
or
No,
same
anything.
here.
they're fucking artists, man.
It was
That
weird.
good shit.
It was like a weird balance because it was a big fucking burger.
Yeah.
But it was like,
Books with Pictures is fun too.
good
though.
lord, it's good.
Books
yeah,
and Pictures was awesome.
that was okay, but
Even though they owe me a penny.
yeah, the burger fucking
I'm going
wins.
back.
I'm
for
going
that.
back for that penny.
I think the burger was the highlight of that whole trip today. I mean,
I think so too. What's up with the old cooked in the raw?
Well,
you know,
yeah, same old, same old. We had a
chilling.
show. We had a show on
These guys, Chase and David are a
26.
band,
Yeah,
we are a band.
we are a band.
and they rocked a party
We are a band.
the other night, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we had a good show.
Yeah,
We're,
that was awesome. You guys did great.
Thanks, man.
We are band.
It was fun.
They are band.
They are band.
We are band.
Yeah, Chase. A lot of girls who came to that show are like, "I love your drummer so much."
Yeah, I am the commander of the clit women.
I am the commander.
You see this face? You see this fucking
Every
face?
time you think clitoris, I like to grab it like this. and
pinch them.
rub my nose in it.
Yeah,
Jason Mewes, shout out! I just went and saw him
yeah,
live.
man.
That was so cool.
That had been awesome. Fuck, man, you didn't talk about that. All you did was talk about.
Yeah, you went and saw
goddamn
Jay and Silent Bob.
You read probably like a fucking 150 note list. You got through it. It was impressive.
Yeah, we got through it. Okay, well, I'll just say real quick, I went and saw Jay and Silent Bob Get Old live the other night, and it was awesome. As a newly sober person, Jason Mewes is definitely a role model as somebody that went through a lot of shit and is now clean and sober, and he's fucking hilarious. I've always loved that guy. So it was cool. Check out their podcast, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old.
I'm
What was
proud
it
of
like
you
to
and
see
him.
them in person?
It was fucking cool, man.
That'd been weird, right?
Like, just to
fucking
see
Silent
their
Bob?
faces.
See Kevin Smith all close.
Yeah, I was like,
How's Kevin Smith looking?
Yeah, was he
he
still?
looks good.
He's
dude.
lost a lot of weight,
They
right?
both look like really good.
He's still a big dude, but he's lost a lot of weight.
And
in
he's
his
not
face.
he's not super big or anything.
He used to be.
And fucking what was cool about it too was like a lot of times you'll go to comedy shows and it'll be like kind of weird in the crowd sitting next to people. But everybody there was really fucking cool, and like I sat next to this couple and we were like just talking about podcasts the whole time.
I hear fucking
pretty funny.
Helium is dope.
That's where I went. It was cool. I
Like,
mean,
a lot of people like
that's what
even like online to say like Helium in Portland is awesome. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a cool spot. I mean, sometimes it just depends the seating you get.
but it's a
Sometimes
good
you
room
get
for a
fucked.
comedy show, right? Like,
Yeah, definitely, because it's big enough that it holds a decent amount of people, but it's not so big that you get like a shitty view or anything.
yeah.
And it's not also like not super tiny.
I've never
It's-
been. I still have never been to a live comedy.
Oh my god, we got to go, dude.
It's so much better live than
I
it is
want to.
on
I'm a
TV.
huge
It's
fan.
so
Pretty good.
great live,
I'm
and
a huge fan.
And
Stand-up.
and you know what? It took me forever to start going to stand up shows, but once I did, I was like, oh, this is so much better than like fucking
Gotta be
concerts.
awesome. It's gotta be awesome. Like,
I've seen Seinfeld, Charlie Murphy, and Neil
Damn.
Hamburger.
Oh,
Really?
that's
Those are the-
awesome. Hamburger.
And then
That's
I've
impressive.
seen some local shit,
who
but
gives a shit from that point? I would really love to see Burr. I mean, I'm a fucking.
He's coming back, but he's so big now that he's
He's
like
huge.
in the Schnitzer or
Yeah.
whatever.
Who?
Burr.
Bill Burr.
Oh, Bill Burr. Yeah.
I saw Louis
Fuck.
Oh,
4
lucky.
times. I think,
Really?
now.
See, and I know now at this point, if I see Louis, it's going to be in a fucking huge place.
Of course.
And
I
his
don't
his
even-
show's actually ceasing, isn't it? It's going to be no longer.
Oh yeah, he stopped doing Louis.
It might just be a break though. I don't
He
think
said,
it's like
I think he
he
might
said
come
he's
back.
not sure, and the dude was pissed at him. The guy was like, "Dude,
Right.
you signed
He
on
told
for
him,
this
though.
many
He went to him
seasons."
straight up.
Yeah, he's like, "Sorry, man, I gotta do this other shit." He's like producing shit. He
got a lot
wants to
going
do
on.
another thing like Horace and Pete, but yeah,
I
it's
think
weird.
I imagine he'll just keep doing stuff like
Whatever
that.
he wants,
Whatever,
you know?
whatever his idea
I mean, he
is.
can.
I'm sure it paid for itself once he like finally marketed it and shit.
I don't know.
I wonder if he broke even. I bet he did.
Yeah, he
Well,
made money.
Yeah, for sure.
He made money.
I mean, it wasn't too long ago. They said
He's
he
still
was
making money. He's
5
still selling
million
it.
in
Yeah.
debt or whatever.
That was what he was saying
It's
was
like
one of the
30
best
bucks.
things.
I think it's $30 for all of them, right, or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's like buying a season,
Which is
from
reasonable.
DVD.
Totally.
I've never finished it, which I will.
It's crazy.
It's one of those I'm just like savoring. I think
It's insane and emotional and sad and weird.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is one of the only like strong dialogue based shows that I am fucking like I can't help but love and like really pay attention to.
Yeah, I'm into that shit, man. I'm
So,
into, like, heavy writing. I like shit that pulls at the heartstrings, you know?
I think
one does, man.
this podcast has pulled at my heartstrings.
I know, dude. I'm about to go cry.
Yeah, I got to take a shit.
So go to triplebpodcast.com
.com.
and follow us on all the things.
You guys want to go to Fred Meyer after this?
Go to zebdak.com.
Yeah. Don't forget
.com.
Happy Father's Day shout out to all the dads.
man.
Tiny Dad. Happy
Dads.
Father's Day.
Tiny Dad.
I'm just a tiny dad. It's okay.
And our real
I'm a
dads.
little boys.
Yeah.
All the dads.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Glenn.
Ken.
Happy Father's Day, Mark.
Even Trump.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't deserve it. He's a father.
Whoa.
It's his day.
Yeah.
Go to concussedcreations.com.
I wonder what he would get.
Just for fun, go there. Look around.
Just
go there.
Trump for Father's Day.
Shout out to Prince.
It's got everything.
Go to
Taco Bowl.
Portland Underground
No,
Recording.com.
like,
.com.
I don't know what you get Trump.
What do you
Think
get
about that.
Trump for
You
Father's
get
Day?
him
What do you
like,
get the man that has everything?
Yeah. Cufflinks?
Some
Yeah,
self-respect.
get him some cufflinks.
Some dignity and
Like
self-respect.
some American flag, like cufflinks or something.
Some real hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Real hair. Give him some hair plugs.
Chia pet
Do you think he accepts gifts? He probably doesn't accept gifts. He seems like the type of guy like, you can't give me anything. I can give myself the best thing.
I wouldn't want to give him anything because he'd just mock it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't celebrate. Like, I don't got time to celebrate or some shit. You know, I got to make this shit.
I love Hispanics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. I believe him. I do.
Think about
All
that
right.
guy, dude.
I'm-
That guy.
All right.
I'm not going to think about that guy.
I'm going to shamelessly plug Cooked in the Raw.
Yeah.
Cookedintheraw.bandcamp.com.
Perfect.
Check it out.
No shame.
So you're going to have a free download record there.
Listen to the music. It's really good. Share it with your friends. More is in the works.
Very good. Let's get the F out
Let's
of
do
here,
it.
boys.
Thanks for listening.